That's not true! That's not true! Listen, they do keep getting fat. I took the last one to the doctor. She lived a long life. Eh, why is YouTube chat not appearing? Oh, it is. It's just you can't see it. Oh, hi. Ah! Listen, I'll get it sorted. I'll get it sorted for this model eventually, okay? Okay. Ah! I can't. Oh, I don't know. YouTube just added it, like, and yeah. I have no idea what it means. Oh, I just, I got busy today. I started painting my drawers pink. And it took because I had to give it multiple coats and I didn't have primer. Because usually you're meant to do sand it down, primer, blah blah blah. Now I've just I just went in with the paint because I've been trying to do this for like months. And I can't use my drawers when they're the wrong color, you know? So, right, I'm painting them all like pink like that. And then the drawers themselves, the things that like zoom in and out of it, I'm gonna paint them blue. Because pink and blue, I'm not sure if you know this, but I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan. Yeah. Mushrooms help with painting. What kind of mushrooms? What kind of mushrooms, M2M? See, if it's one of my daughter mushrooms, like, if it was a helpful one, she would. The drawers? Yeah. You know the things that slide in and out? That you put things inside? Because I painted just the base pink. Your drawers? Yeah. In that Discord, didn't you see in my drawers? Huh? I put it in general. Did I not? Eh? Okay. See? Brown. Ugly. Disgusting. You can see my 2 Dakimakura cases. I have no shame. No. I decorated my radiator with one of my husband's. See, look. Look at that. Acceptable. Disgusting. Acceptable. Disgusting. Acceptable. Disgusting. No, I cannot use anything that isn't pastel. It's wrong. See, I need to paint this wall pink. And then, because each wall, different color. You know the drill. You know the drill. Listen, it's taking me a while. Oh, and I need a carpet. I need to get a carpet. That's actually a nice color. But you know, I'll slowly do that. Oh. I love pastel, yay! They usually slide on and off. You put your thing inside. Oh, no, I'm not storing my pants in there. I bought some like travel luggage stuff. You know, like Ziploc bags with like cute little Hello Kitty on. And so I'm storing my pants in there, and I'm gonna store my socks in another one. And then I'll just throw it about. I don't care. I'll throw the bag somewhere in the corner. So whenever I need new pants or socks or anything, I'll just find the bag and then I'll use it. I'm not some sort of animal. I'm not gonna store my pants and socks in a drawer. That's so overrated. What do you mean? Oh, thank you, Tim! Thank you. It took a while to apply the paint. And I want to make the handles yellow. I just realized it's exactly like my controller layout. Yes. At least you have nice fuzzy carpet. You have wooden. I'll swap with you in a heartbeat. I'm gonna be real M2M. No, no, I hate carpet. My ideal flooring is bathroom flooring. Just easy to clean. Or if you paint mushrooms on it. Ah, you see, I bought a mushroom blanket for real cheap. And it's pink. And so I'm gonna drape it along the top. And then it will be patterned. But then underneath we'll have all the pastels, and then I can relax. Oh, I gotta paint inside of it. Listen. I'll paint them drawers. I'll paint those bloody drawers. I'll put all sorts of frilly, cute bows on them and stuff. I'm gonna make these the cutest drawers ever that are amateurishly made. You're gay, Falcor. Hello, I love you. Mushrooms would be cute. I'm only a tiny bit bouncy. 21! How are you on your 8 hours of sleep? You do not miss your tiled floor house? Carpet's delightful. No. I refuse. I hate it. The trouble of not having carpet. No, that's what socks are for. Get socks, Gremlina. Oh, let me grab my controller. I love you too. I'm a little bit bouncy. Yeah, I'm a tiny bit bouncy. Oh my god, we got a party in here with all the Pokemon. Look at y'all. Okay, maybe our daughter will turn out good? Maybe not. We'll see. Oh, well, at least starts out dark. A pastel station controller, yes! What do you play? Pastel station! Oh, made with love. Oh fuck. I always click the wrong fucking button. Okay, there we go. That's better. Your Pokemon's is still gone sad. Well, you know what to do if you want it back. Cough up, bitch! Okay, let us go to the thing. I've done this a billion times. I'm not reading it again. Oh yeah, and I have a hot chocolate. I gotta remember. A glimmering music box? No, this was new! And I skipped through it! Oh wait. I think it lets me read. An heirloom? What? Your child will come into this world with little to her name. Let us even the scales. Bring me an heirloom, something she will forever value. The recluse thought on it briefly, searching through their home for the object they had pictured. Oh, we could give them gags in check. Cold chocolate. No, it's hot right now. Hey? Sketch materials, huh? I do like the tablet, the sketching. That's the wrong one. Oh my god, can I remember? I remembered! I'm writing your autism diagnosis chat. Seems to be a serious case of ligma. I'm sorry. I'm trapped in 20 I don't know. 20 I'm trapped in 24. 2004. I'm trapped there. I can't even remember. You are Geodude! You're Geodude! He's a rock! He rocks! Oh god. Let's go on the murder route this time, guys. Let's murder. What? You got that for me? Oh, thank you! Thank you, M2M! Holy moly! Oh, thank you! And it was my best friend's birthday, like a few weeks ago. Or was it last week? I can't remember. But yeah, I drew her a handmade card and I spent like 3 hours on it non-stop. And I put like her favorite things from her favorite obscure game on there, and then I colored it all in with fancy colors, and I was really proud of it. Really proud of it. And so I wanted to try drawing more traditional stuff. I thought that would be fun. So thank you so much. Whee! Dude, I can't. I love the tablet mode. It's so cool. It's so cool. Okay. Let's have a murder playthrough, guys. Yeah. This dagger has been purchased from a man, but exuded a certain darkness. They had liked that about him, if they were being honest. The recluse wanted their daughter to have an edge in this world, and it would begin here. Bringing their prize back to the witch, she simply gave a smile. How perfect. After their brief detour to meet with the witch, the recluse resumed their normal day-to-day schedule. So that's a new event. I didn't realize we'd get a new event. Okay. Caught up with a witch. Yep. Yep. We read this one before. Yep. I didn't realize the task could actually change. Oh, the soil. We know the soil. Crate graveyard. Favorite non-jokes. Picturesque. So this, if we want to increase the damp, so that's if we want them to have low humanity. And if we want to make a murderer child, this playthrough, this is the route we want to take. Yeah. I'll make a little murderer. Okay. Walk to the gravesite. Yep. Duh. Yep. Third day. Yeah. Meeting spot. Meeting the witch. And we gotta pick the thingamabobby. Gotta pick the color. Huh? Our commission. Oh! Yeah! Yeah, that sounds fun! I'm totally down for that. Yeah! Hell yeah! Oh! Yes, yeah! Then we could add it to like the end screen. Oh, and we could have it as like thumbnail maybe. That would be cool. Hell yeah! Oh, me and Lay! Yeah! Oh, that would be cool. Or what about me as Lay? Oh, me and Lay both in the martial arts gear. That would be cool. That would be cool. I love it. No! No, 21! Go sleep! Get some sleep. No. Also, grown up, send me your work! Send your work in the Discord! I need to see your art. And of course it's time! See Sparky going to sleep. That means I need to be awake. I need to be streaming. It's the lore, it's the sheep lore. Okay. Stony River. The cave. This is new! Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, this must be rare. It was a place the recluse went when they could not make their mind up on a matter. Though their daughter's life was important and every choice may matter, they knew that not every choice was theirs to make. It was unfair to saddle her with all of their expectations. Sometimes it was best to let destiny decide. They entered the darkness of the cave, feeling soft moss beneath their feet. Once they went far enough back, there were no longer enough light to make out their surroundings. This was far enough. They reached down, taking the first thing they felt into their hands. This is what they would take to the witch. Oh, we got the same color scheme back. We got the fancy colors. Ooh. Yes! Oh my god, yeah, that would be cute. Has to be sitting on a rock. Yeah. She silently took the object, nodding her head. What the fuck? What object was it? Yeah, I want my daughter. Okay, we got more choices. Okay. We'll save. Save here. Was it here? I don't know. Hey. Yeah. But listen. The XP. You are gaining wool. You are gaining wool. I just need to set up the thing. But it is being gained. I'll probably figure out a thing, and then during a stream, you guys can buy to change my model to my pixel self or back. So I'll figure out how to do that, and then I'll add it to the shop. Okay, pay now. Pay now with life? What? Let's pay now with life. What's that do? They told the witch they would offer life as a payment. Certainly. Stepping forward, she took them in a cold yet not unkind embrace. They awoke several hours later with an uneasy feeling that something was missing. The witch was still there, waiting for the recluse. With the payment settled, the witch simply smiled and handed the recluse a small pot. What did we trade? What did we trade? Humans are tricky, but mushrooms are much more resilient. Blah 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 blah. Okay, name. Guys, give a good name. The first decent name. Not a shit name. This is a daughter. This is our daughter. Mycelium! That's perfect! Like, mycelium. I love it. That's legit perfect. Oh. Okay. Cultivation. Okay. At least we have money this time. We don't usually have money. We gotta give so much to our child. Yeah, this event. We have the fairy. Offer the coin. Hunt the fairy as food. We have food, we have finances. Oh! Honestly, I want to try this because it seems like the shittest option. And I want to give it a go. I haven't given it a go. Let's hunt the fairy. You know well what to do with strange winged beasts. You fetch your bow, making quick work of a thing. You figure it can be used the same way as a bird, prepared over fire. What? What? Excuse me? What are the colors? What? These are my colors, alright? These are- oh Jesus, oh what? What? Last, what you asked what mycelium is. Mycelium is the little root fibers at the bottom of a mushroom that spread into the soil. That's so cool! I love that. I love that. You, oh my god, we were just like brown before and now we're tripping. Now we're tripping. We're tripping and dripping. You hope that it will infuse your daughter with something special. She is already Fey touched. Perhaps this will fuel something in her. Oh my god, our daughter. Oh my Jesus Christ. Anytime you hear mushrooms, you think of the cute girl with the mushroom and mushroom outfit from My Hero Academia. I wish class A, B, what? A? 1B got their own series. They look so cool. Ah, I never watched it. I never watched My Hero Academia. I just saw lots of people simping over the blonde-haired yandere, and I liked her teeth. I liked her teeth. Ah, yeah, and so are humans, Pepe. So are humans. Makes you think. Makes you think. Okay, we haven't been taking care of ourselves. And find yourself so worn out that even leaving the house is a challenge. If you continue on without regard for your own stamina, you might very well die. You'll sleep when you're dead, which may be so. Stay in bed! Go to fucking bed! You'll be no use to your daughter in this state, so you decide to spend a day resting. Sitting in bed, you think about your daughter and what tasks you'll get done tomorrow. Okay. Hi. Oh god. What's she gonna be? She looks so cute already. She looks like she has like little feathers on her. Oh. Himiko Togo is cute, but you're scared by all the people who simp. Yeah. I'm not sure how old she is exactly, but I think they're in school. But the tricky part of it is like you know, people the same age as the character will simp for them, and I think that's okay. But people that are a bit older, maybe not. Maybe watch a different anime. Okay. Game mushroom tate. Crete. Oh, my daughter. My daughter. Okay. It's gonna be okay, daughter. It's gonna be okay. Survive. Yep. That's my child. Look at how cute she is. Look at the left. It's like school picture day, but she wasn't caught at a good moment, okay? She wasn't caught at a good moment. Oh. Her demeanor seems gloomy and shy. That's okay. Encourage her discretion. So we could make her more murdery. We could make her environment better. Yeah. I'm gonna make her be safe. Concerned about your daughter's lack of enrichment, you decide to encourage her to do something else. You suspect she might not be getting enough sun. You start taking her out for daily walks to the woods. Why can't I have a dad like this? I want that. She begins to look forward to the new routine, becoming healthier and more excitable every day. My daughter! Yes! Okay, she likes me maybe. Okay. Oh, is this the murderer? Oh no, this is the okay. Yeah, let's introduce to the daughter. Because she's fairy touched or whatever. Okay. Yeah, they're gaining their bond. Hell yeah. Anime's wild. Some high school teenagers have a body of supernovas in their 20s. Like, yeah. It's an interesting case of morality, I will say. Because it's like, in stuff on the hub, for example, you'll have certain scenarios, like in schools and that, and where the character's like clearly of age, but then in anime, it's hard. Like, proportions all different, everything. I don't know, it's complicated. All I'm gonna say is, there are some tags that I will not go to. I don't approve. Okay. Today, you've made the time to enrich your daughter. Now that she's capable of movement, you'd figured you'd take advantage of the pleasant weather and go for a walk. But the area you live in is large. Where would you like to go? A diseased stretch of woods? A field of flowers? Yeah, it goes to the witch's hut because we're a little witchling. We're a little witchling. The Witch of the Woods was fundamental in her creation, so you think it's for the best that your daughter know the roots. On your way there, you do your best to point out all the little tells of magic, things going wrong, or insects that you cannot recognize. Recognizing when magic is involved is an invaluable skill, and you never want to be surprised by such things. Though you don't meet with a witch today, you still hope that your daughter understands the realm of magic a little more. Her quality of life having been improved, life continues. Oh god, how's she gonna be? How's she gonna be? This child. Yes. I've had this one before. Imagine you come out the womb and just like, yeah, looks a bit like the last one. Had this one before. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. One morning, you notice that your daughter is nowhere to be seen. Oh, she's hiding in the crevice. She's shy. We have money. I did this last time. There we go. You're cared for. You're cared for. So much wool for the wool horde. Wool for the wool horde. Yeah, some are. But then you have cases like the dragon maid with like, what was it? Cano? I forgot it. The dragon maid thingy. And it's like they're in preschool or something, but then they have giant, you know. Listen, some things get a bit weird. There are lines to be drawn, I think. One evening, you discover many footprints outside your home, free-toed and webbed. Some strange creatures have been poking around. It's just fiction, but people are weird. Yeah. You've heard the rivers of these woods are home to nefarious turtle-like creatures that capture human children, only to bring them home and drown them. Drowning. What? Sophus, I don't know either. I don't know. Oh, hi, Bayside. Hi. Yeah, this is my pixel game model. Yay. Your child isn't a human, but you can feel the leer of envious eyes from the tree line. They know a precious daughter when they see one. By the looks of the tracks, these ones are quite young. Perhaps you can do something to frighten them away from your home. We could purchase a magical ward. We have finances. Deal with issue decisively. Hunt one of them. Stand guard until they stop. Why not magic? Why not magic? I am small. I am. Are these creatures turtly enough for the Turtle Club? You know they're down in the sewers. There are always market stalls to be found catering to the cautious and superstitious folk who want to deter evil creatures. You head into town to procure some charms, a regular pearl bead strung through warded strings, and quickly go about hanging them around the tree line. The ward seems to work perfectly, as the footprints and beady-eyed glares cease. Your daughter is safe. For now. Oh, okay. Heroes in half-shell turtle power. You know it. I remember I had like a great grandma and she knitted me the rat because I had such a fat crush on the rat who like taught the turtles on a jumper. I don't know if I still have it. I hope so. But she knitted me that. And that was like the coolest thing ever. No, for fuck's sake, my hot chocolate. Okay, I'm checking on it. I need to get a thing that's like hot chocolate reminder. Just fills my screen with hot chocolate until I remember. That was still hot. The fuck? Thank you. Thank you. Oh shit, we have no food? What the hell? You realize that, buried in your new goal, you've forgotten to feed yourself. Or procure any human food, really. Well, it seems like the most nutritious option. We just waste all our money? Oh, thank you! Thank you! Oh my god! I do 2M. It's amazing. It's amazing. I like it when they're like, M2M has become a little sheepy. It's so cute. It's so cute. Merch idea. Listen. I feel like some little stickers would be cute. I like stickers. I'm always sticking them on stuff. Like my PC filled with stickers. It's so fun. It's so fun. But I hate sticking down stickers because I don't like the permanence. Like, I like to shift about stuff. So what I do is I put glue tack on the backs of the stickers and I don't peel them. And that way I can just shift them about however I want. It's a good strat if you like stickers and like the look of them, but you're just scared of permanence like I am. It's too quiet. Wait, how do I make it louder? Elements editor. Okay. Okay, volume. Is that 100%? Wait. VLC? Wait a second. Okay. Try it now. Go on, throw me 50 cents. Throw me 10 cents. Pins! I love pins, yeah. I could draw some pins. That would be... Wait, no. Wait, no, that should work, okay? That should work. Technically. Okay. Hopefully that works. Ah! Okay. Oh, I like this cursor. It's cute. Okay, we could waste more of our money here. Sneak morsels away from your tongue. We don't have any money. We have stamina though. Yeah, we'll use this one. Yep. There we go. Oh, we only had to spend two stamina, so that's good. An end?
M2M Super Chatted 1.48 ドル
Did it? No! Ah! I thought that would work. I thought that would work. Hang on. Oh, is it this one? It might be this one. Wait. Also, thank you. Thank you. Okay. It might be OBS browser pay. Wait. I have an idea. I could maybe test it out here. Preview.
ニキータティペット1ドル My name is actually Bill.
Okay. I think I found out which one was the correct one this time. Listen, I may be slow. There wasn't anything more to that. I may be slow. Okay, I'll make the notification bigger as well. There we go. Oh, hello! Hello, cat. Yeah. Nice to see you. Now you can clearly hear it. Yes! Yes! Whee! Ah! Fuck! There we go. There we go. Ah! Okay! I love the colors, I must say. It's a disaster. It's a disaster of colors, and I love it. You're no longer top of the bottoms. Better arch more. Lose him. Lose him. Oh, also, thank you. Thank you for helping me adjust that. Because I wouldn't have known. Okay. One night you find yourself struggling to sleep. Your mind wanders as you consider your current place in life. You've lived peacefully with your daughters for many moons. Initially, it was strange. Well, it never stopped being strange, but you were always thankful for the company. Besides, the affection you felt for her was— Yes! Yes, we got the loving parent! We got the loving parent. The crown! Oh, I like crowns. I like the Burger King crown. I think it looks really cute. I've always wanted a Burger King crown, but I've never been to Burger King. Oh, you lurking! You lurking! Nice, nice. You got it. You got it. Music seems loud compared to me. Okay.
M2M スーパーチャティド$1.48 ドル。
Thank you! Thank you! Hey! Sheepy is numero one. Numero uno. Numero eins. I think. Wait. Let me edit stuff. Can you text to speech the message? It's text to speech. Ah, and here it's meant to actually put the message. Why don't you do the message? Listen, this hurts my brain. My brain is small, tiny. Ah! You attempted to head pat. I appreciate that. Okay. The volume should all be good now compared to my voice, I think. I did turn it down a bit. Okay. Back to the game. Before I get distracted again. Monstrous? Dripping? Witchling. At least we didn't get decay. Loving parents trait though. We love it. Oh! She's cute. She's dripping. That's why she's Okay. Mycelia. Looming, fairy, blooded, bleeding tooth. That's a mouthful. I love it though. Despite some initial uncertainty, you find that your new home may be nicer than the recluse's shack. Yep. Oh, this is my favorite UI color scheme. This is... Okay. Where do we want to go? Oh, let's see our things. 45 damp, 53 humanity. Oh, these are good stats. We got good health. We got good mycelium. We got good potency. We're just busted. Okay. What is free wonder? Okay, let me. Oh, I can't see my stats here. Don't skip. Don't skip. Okay, right. I probably want to go into the woods, right? That's where all the magic is. I'd like to romance that one girl. She was cute. While wandering the woods, you always do your best to remain vigilant.
M2M スーパーチャティド$1.48ドル
Oh, one last dono. Thanks to Sheepy for giving her all. Oh, thank you. Thank you, M2M. Hey. While wandering the woods, you always do your best to remain vigilant to possible outside entities that you could run into. Certain animals are keen to cause problems for you, and that's not even to mention humans. It's with this awareness that you detect. Oh, because our awareness is high, because awareness is dampness. Oh, so we would have missed out on this if our damp was low, but our damp is super high. Oh, this is so cool. That you detect a nearby being. You pause, listening to the soft sounds of footsteps. Human footsteps, you suspect. Or at least something vaguely human in shape. Finally, you spot the intruder. A realization floods over you. The recluse. We bump into our dad? Well, me? Our mom? Reach over to greet them? Why wouldn't we greet them? You've not been by to visit them recently, so you consider this something of a fortunate encounter. Chores and your parents all in one outing. Without any further hesitation, you rush over and wrap your arms around them in a greeting. Thankfully, they had time to see you coming. Mycelia! They exclaim, returning the hug. What a coincidence seeing you here. The two of you swap greetings, and you can't help but pry about what they've been up to. Growing up, you always felt like they were doing something interesting, so why not now? Your theory is proven correct. The recluse goes on to explain, as you discover, they had a bit of a deal with the leader of a nearby village. In exchange for dealing with grisly situations that the villagers could never stomach themselves, the recluse gets to live in the unincorporated land near the village without having to concern themselves with the minutiae of civilization. No surveys, no taxes, just... What exactly is the favor they're doing again? There have been some concerns amongst local parents, they explain. Some hooligans have been trying to kidnap children recently. It's a big problem. Hooligans? Shouldn't the local guardians be dealing with such things and not the recluse? Well, these hooligans are a bit rowdier than most. They live in the river, you see. Most of the guard can't be bothered to dirty their boots in such an undignified way. A hint of bitterness snuck into their voice, a rare piece of insight into their thoughts. Before long, you can hear running water. The river approaches. That is to say, you approach the river. Finally, you and the recluse stand before the river. They nod, then speak. We should be close to the base. This observation is proven correct when the sound of the... We passed that? I'm gonna save. I wasn't expecting checks. Proven correct when the sound of raucous laughter seems to bubble up from the water. The recluse drops their pack to the ground and pulls off their clothes. They retrieve a pulls off their overclothes. They retrieve a hatchet from their bag, then turn to walk towards the water. Offer to help? Why not? Frantically, you call out and tell them to wait. A thought occurs. There is something beneath these waters that needs killing, correct? And humans are somewhat allergic to water, or something of that effect. Why should the recluse take the risk when you are standing right here? At the very least, you could bait the creatures up to land, where the recluse would surely have a much easier time doing what needs to be done. The recluse gives you a long, hard look before Forever doomed? No! Bitch, I'm not losing this. Okay. let me save. No. Save. There we go. Why is it doomed? Why is it doomed? That has the doom card. Why? What does that mean? Undoom it. What does that mean? Life rarely works out in your favor? What? You are feared by humans for your appearance or your action? We're doomed? We're monstrous? Why am I... What? What? Why am I... I'm so confused. It's a higher chance of roll 1? I don't think it's a higher chance of roll 1. I think it's you always roll 1. What? When did I get doomed? I need to load. I need to load. What? When was this? Were we doomed back here? Yeah. Oh, we were just born doomed, I guess. Interesting. Okay. What we could offer to help? Or wait. We'll just wait patiently then. It takes you a moment to figure out the recluse's plan, and when you do so, you determine that the best action is to simply let them do it, because we're fucking doomed. You watch the recluse dive into the water with a certain casualness. Without looking away, your eyes find themselves fixed on the surface of the water, in the same way you had just heard laughter. Now, you hear screams. The water turns funny colours, but only for a moment. The current washes away all evidence. Inevitably. Finally, the recluse emerges. They take a big breath and grin at you. The matter has been resolved. Embrace the doom? I'm not sure about that. I think we want to get rid of the doom. Giving you a hearty pat on the shoulder as they pass, the recluse returns the hatchet to the pack. You notice they also seem to be putting something else away. It appears to be something small and shiny. They almost look like pieces of a shell. They took trophy! They're a witcher! The recluse is a witcher! Before parting paths, the recluse gives you a big wet hug. They seem fine, at least. Oh well, hopefully you won't ever think about it again. One morning, you are out foraging when you hear muffled voices in the distance. When you approach, you spot a rather odd group of 3. The first 2 look like human hunters, but the other one looks to be some sort of magical being. She has tendril-like appendages that sprout from the top of her head, and her body is made of delicate hues of purple with bits of ice blue. Slowly, you begin to feel a connection with her. You suspect this may be some kind of fungal kinship. The hunters are happily chatting, but you begin to get the impression that the violet girl would rather not be with these people. Approach the group. Attempt to eavesdrop. Why are we just doomed? Why are we doomed? We need to get to the doctor in the village. As you approach, one of the hunters turns to easy breezy. So we weren't doomed? What? Oh, Or is it just saying that everything is doomed? So stat rolls are a lot harder? As you approach, one of the hunters turns and spots you. His eyes widen in fear, and he lets out a scream, startling the other. Oh, because we're monstrous looking. The two nearly trip over themselves as they scramble to flee. Violet, however, does not seem to regard you as terrifying, like the humans did. As you turn to watch them run, you hear a soft "thank you" from their other fungal girl. She gives you a small smile and a little nod. You go to leave. Wait, can I? Turning back, you see the violet girl nervously rubbing one of her head branches. It seems like she has something she wants to say, but doesn't know how. On a whim, you invite her to forage with you. With another soft smile, she joins you. The two of you spend a calm and quiet afternoon foraging together. She tends to speak in short sentences, and often takes a more passive role in the conversation, but the two of you manage to bond over your equally strange upbringing. When it comes time to go your separate ways, she thanks you again. I hope I get to see you again, my Cilia. Oh, that was cute! That was cute, I love that. Oh no. Oh wait, it's a woman? Okay, that's fine. Wait, let me save. Okay, there we go. There's a knock at your door. When you go to answer it, you see a woman dressed in a somewhat tacky dress. Oh, hi. I'm from a nearby town, and I came here on behalf of all the local mothers. This introduction leaves you feeling a little uneasy. As she continues speaking, you sense she's clearly feeling the emotion of fear. We were hoping that we could have convinced you to come out and, show off a little for the kids. Show them, the real you? Is that something you'd be interested in? We could provide lunch, obviously. After some small nervous chat, the woman writes down the location on a small piece of paper and thrusts it into your hands. Afterwards, she all but runs away. But you have to explain to the woman you can't decipher her writing, receiving oral instructions in addition. You consider this strange woman and her strange invitation. I want to go. We look monstrous. So let's do it. Weirdly, some part of you feels compelled to attend, perhaps some small obligation to help children, or maybe just the thought of that if you introduced yourself to a lot of them at once, they wouldn't trouble you if they saw you in the woods later. Quickly, the day of the event arises. You gussy yourself up, or at least as much as it is possible for a girl like you, and make the calm walk to a village schoolhouse. As you enter, it takes you a second to really take in the scene. There's nearly a dozen children of varying sizes and ages, a few older humans standing around the edges of the room, and a table with some very rudimentary foods on it. You correctly identify this as the provided lunch. As you go to take a piece of bread, one of the adults grabs your shoulder. Oh, thank goodness you showed up. I wasn't sure if you would. Why don't you go ahead and stand up front? Does that sound good? While you would have preferred some lunch first, you agree to the plan. You stand in front of a room, in front of a dark board with white scribblings on it. The children turn silently, all staring at you wide-eyed. Finally, a number of hands shot up. One of the parents interprets. They raise their hand if they have something they'd like to ask you. What a polite system! You look over the crowd, deciding who to pick. You point to a random child, a boy with a snotty nose. He slowly asks, do you really pick your teeth with the bones of dead children? Yes or no? I want to be factual. Because we don't. We haven't. But we want to. For a second, you aren't sure how to answer. Do you have teeth in the same way that they do? After a brief glance around the classroom, keeping an eye out for particularly toothy children, you come to suspect that you do have teeth. Now that you know the full context of the question, you feel much more confident denying their claims. For the record, the children seem relieved, but skeptical. You spend a while answering questions from the children. Finally, after a while, one of the adults speaks. It looks like we have time for one last question. It's hard to say, but you get the impression that they seem uninfused with the experience so far. You suspect that they thought that your answer would be more exciting, or perhaps more frightening for the children. Nevertheless, they seem full of questions for you. Once more, you point to a random child, a girl with pigtails. She's quick to ask, "How old are you?" Ageless! Ageless! Mushroom? No! No! How would you know? How would you know, Kenyaka? It takes you a second to formulate your answer, but finally you figure out the best way to describe it. You explain that you were created of magic, a force that you could not put a number on. Perhaps you came into creation recently, and you had a head start. One child raises her hand for a follow-up question. What did people do before they invented clothes? Were they just naked all the time? She asks. You are forced to explain that you meant your answer more metaphorically. Children have absolutely no sense of theatrics. After everyone had quieted down, the adults begrudgingly begin to pack their things up. The children also begin to disappear, accompanied by a smattering of parents. One adult, the woman who originally requested that you attend, walks up to you. Well, thanks for coming, I suppose. She pauses. But we were hoping you'd be a bit more, well... She trails off with a shrug. It's just, we were hoping to scare them a little, you know. Keep it on the straight and narrow. Well, in any case, thank you for being so informative, I get. But you should have said that. You should have communicated that to me. You were like, "Ah, oh, come over here." You didn't specify that's what you wanted. No, this is their fault. If they had clearly detailed the project brief, I would have been able to understand, but they didn't. They goddamn didn't. No! Listen, at least it's not the first child. The first child was going into the big leagues with the Tooth Fairy Mafia, and she was taking out her teeth with pliers and selling it to the fucking Tooth Fairies. Yeah, she was plonking out her teeth and letting the big old Tooth Fairy CEO shave down her fucking teeth and grate it on herself. And boring! One of the other adults interjects as she steps out of the room. The absolute gall to call you boring! At least the children seem entertained, more or less. Cunts. As you go to walk home, a rogue child suddenly approaches you. At least it's not a rogue trader. Thank you for talking to us today, mushy lady. I learned lots. Before you have a chance, the young girl leaps at you in what you can only assume is a hug. She quickly leaves with a parent, but you find yourself thankful you took the time out of your day to attend. Oh, that's wholesome! That's wholesome, right? I like that. I like the pictures. It's so cute. It's so cute. The heat is relenting. Fall has arrived. What do we do? Holy moly. Okay, so we probably want to get into town and cure the fucking curse. We need the healer. Strolling through the nearby village one day, you pass through a rundown area you've never been before. There doesn't seem to be very many people in the area if you're going off sound. The only thing you can hear is someone grunting? Walking around, you follow what seems to be like fighting. Eventually, you come before a ramshackle home sitting between two collapsed properties, and in the center of a circle where the remains of one of the houses had been cleared, you see a strange woman hitting a wooden pole with smaller wooden poles sticking out of it. She's attacking it with short, swift movements, as though she was practicing for a real combat. You can't help but stare at her. She's very intriguing. Her hair is short and black as night, and the slightest piece of ponytail can be tied back. Her physique is unlike anything you've seen before. Even though she wears a heavy suit, complete with popped collar, you can tell she's incredibly muscular underneath. You'd hate to be on her bad side. Spotting you staring at her, she stops her routine, sizing you up with a glance. You here to cause trouble? Well, you can't say you've heard worse introductions before. Offering a shrug, you tell the woman that you're just walking about. The woman's expression seemingly refuses to change from a pensiveness that borders on anger. Good, she says, before returning to the wooden pole. They sure are some rude people, you figure. You turn to leave a rude lady behind, but as soon as you do, you hear a soft, excuse me, are you... Looking over your shoulder, you realize a small child snuck up on you. Are you the mushy lady from the woods? Crouching down to eye level with the child, you smile, offering a hearty, "Yep, that's me." And while you can't see them, the rude lady has stopped her routine, walking over. Everything alright? The lady says from behind, nearly causing you to jump. You stand up to face them as the child assures her, Look who I found, Auntie Maz. The lady my friends were talking about. Darting your gaze between the two, you feel a bit too in the spotlight. You're just hoping this rude lady isn't looking to pick a fight with you. Auntie Maz? I met popular. I wanna know more about Auntie Maz. I need to. Right? It's a cute game. I love it. Auntie Maz? It's just a nickname, the lady says. One only the child can call me. The child nods excitedly. Auntie Maz is really cool and tough. She helps look after me. Well then, the lady says, extending her hand in greeting. You don't seem like trouble, unlike most of the folks that come wandering around here. Folks call me the master, and title I seem to have earned over time. Auntie Maz is the strongest, the child triumphantly claims. She can beat up anybody, and she keeps me safe. Interesting. A master in the flesh, huh? Might be worth seeing if you can learn a thing or two from them. Us to learn special moves? That's doomed. Why is that doomed? I'm gonna save and try it. Because last time I picked it was doomed, but maybe it's not. Ah, they're hokey. Yeah, it's cute. Is it doomed? Oh, we passed? Okay. I'm so confused, but okay. Ah, I think maybe it could just be doomed? I don't know. The lesson goes in depth. You take it in stride. There's 3 distinct moves the master teaches you. 1. Ethos of the Tortoise is a powerful defensive maneuver, capable of bolstering one's threshold against pain. Another, Ethos of the Tiger, is a powerful jab that can completely turn the tide of combat. Have we met Lei? Is this Lei in this universe? Lastly, Ethos of the Phoenix is an internal focusing that can bring one back from the brink with greater power. Master's techniques, yes! The master, satisfied in your understanding of her techniques, bids you farewell at the end of a long day and hopes to see you again soon. Wow, we got stronger! The sun is low in the sky, casting a beautiful warm tint across everything that you see. Today, it is a particularly beautiful sight, blossoming fruit trees and the wind blowing through the glass. Your eyes feel heavy, and suddenly you found yourself falling into a deep sleep. In your dreams, you're sitting on a tree branch. There's a flute playing somewhere. Then suddenly, the flute is next to you. Attached to it is the vague shape of a woman. I haven't seen you around here before. Welcome. Whenever you go to look at her, it feels like she shifts. You can't quite describe her. You probably won't remember me when you wake up, but it's nice to meet you. After sitting in silence for a second, she starts playing again. Try to memorize the place? I think we memorized the place. We can come back here and say hi more. So let's do that. You try your best to focus. It's hard to take in the details, but you attempt to commit them to memory. You figure that if you remember it well, maybe you could come back. It seems like a lovely enough place to visit from time to time. By the time you awake, you can remember it vividly, even the strange woman next to you. That's a memory for another time though. Another lifetime probably. It's dark, and you should be getting home. While foraging one day, you discover a dilapidated Not this fucking outhouse! I'm not gaining a fucking complex from it. No. I'm not using that. I'm gonna get some sort of complex from it. Not happening. Not happening. I'm gonna inspect it. You open the outhouse door and poke your head inside. Dust, cobwebs, the works. Sure enough, this facility hasn't been used in some... Oh? Did I pick the wrong one? You have to strike that thought, as there appears to be fresh-ish droppings in the pit latrine, complete with an unnerving appearance. Though perhaps that's just the abundance of webbing spanning across the hole's opening. And would you look at that? There's a small burlap bag next to the seat. How convenient. Wait, what are you... Are you actually... Night soil? We picked that up. We picked that up. Well, no use in heading back home empty-handed, right? We gained a trait. We gained a trait. What trait? What goddamn trait? What? Okay. You have been thoroughly saturated with the essence of dead fairies. You're also a magical creature. Is that cannibalist? I think so. I think so. Yeah. Yeah. Night soil. But we have master's techniques. That's good. And we have a knife. Okay, okay. It's winter. We want to do something. Dangerous quest. Gala. Great aspiration. I think a dangerous quest would be good. Because we have nice stats. We are a bit doomed though. In your travels, you've been told of some particularly challenging quests. Possible tests of your merit. Of the potential opportunities or glory you've heard of, you decide to slay a terrible beast, check up on the master. Yeah, the master. You remember back to the master and the child in the village and wonder how they're doing. You're not sure why, but a gut feeling tells you that you should check up on them. Perhaps next time you're in the village, you should take a look. Okay. So let's go back to the village. One evening, while walking through the village, you spot an oddity. A strange wooden booth with an assortment of humans lounging around the front. Many have mugs in their hands, enjoying some kind of beverage. Specifically, you see a gaggle of children surrounding a strange wooden booth, decorated with bright colours and illustrations of flowers. That's what appears to be a window in the middle, but the view is blocked by closed curtains. How peculiar. Ah, it's like Punch and Judy, or whatever. I hear tonight she's staring a new one tonight. You hear a woman exclaim to her companion. Yeah. Despite your own lack of a drink, you decide to stick around and see what this box holds. After a while of waiting, you hear a woman's voice call out from within the booth. Today, we begin a new tale. Listen, but don't you dare repeat. The folly of the cursed clown. The audience members yell encouragingly, and the curtain parts. There was once a comedian of the town, never afraid to kick someone who was down. As mean as she was funny, a sharp tongue sweet as honey. But hey now, that's honest work for a clown. She saw a pig-snouted man near the trees, accompanied by the smell of feces. Is that from my shoe? No, wait, it's just you. Then the Fae cried, boo-hoo-hoo. As the woman continues rhyming, you struggle to keep up. You begin to see patterns that aren't there, and your thoughts begin to pain you as you get more and more confused. Eventually, you can't stand it anymore and leave before the story can be concluded. Wait, no. I think I clicked the wrong one. I think I clicked the wrong. What? No, here. I think I clicked the wrong one. No, I didn't save! I'm dead. I'm dead. No. Oh well. I need to save it. Like right now, I need to save it. Ah! Come on, sing! Walking along the road into town, you spot something large lying on the path some distance away. Approaching, you find a human on the ground, groaning in pain. You don't really get it, as some part of them is broken. They look up at you, uncertain but pleading. Play with them? Try to mend their injury? Invigorate them with the ethos of the phoenix? We can use our technique! Listen, sometimes you gotta laugh so hard you leave the current reality. You'll get it someday, Standing tall and proud, you pull the person up to their feet, grab them by the shoulders, and stare deep into their eyes. Ethos of the Phoenix! Feeling the heat within your soul swell, you scream, rather loudly, and a bit rudely, into the stranger's face. Not understanding what's happening, but feeling a vigor return to them, the stranger begins screaming at you too. The two of you stand there, screaming, in the middle of nowhere, about a foot apart from each other's faces. Someone off in the distance cups their hands around their mouth and shouts, "Just kiss already!" Though, you can't see them. Plus, you're too busy screaming to look. That's so funny. That's so funny. Once both of you have sufficiently eviscerated your respective means of verbalization, the stranger pats himself up and down and they seem much better. Thanking you, they head on their way, a phoenix in the flesh. If someone's just on the floor, they have a broken arm or something, just start screaming at them. Start fucking screaming at them. Yep. Yeah, this is a tactic. Sometimes, when you lay down to go to sleep, you find yourself remembering the dream you had. There was a woman there who said you probably wouldn't remember her, but for some reason, you do. In fact, so much that you'd like to see her again. You know, she's not real, but there's something fun about that, you suppose. An imaginary friend that you visit like a real one. One day, you make your way back to the same spot you first met her, the meadow with the flowering trees. In your hands, you grasp a flower, a polite request for company. You're not sure if it will help, but it's the only thing you can think to do. Then, finally, you just have to fall asleep. In time, an easy feat. As you wait peacefully, you hear a sound you recognize. I'm impressed. Most people don't think about me twice. You sit with her for a few moments. Hey, we're back to the wood. Just scream, "Get out of my way! Get out of my way!" I'm sure that works too. Are you real? Can we go somewhere else? I think this one. Have you always been like this? I suppose not. There was a time before this. I had lost something important to me, and I came here to get it back. I didn't mean for it to consume me like it did, I suppose. I just got a little greedy is all. My advice is to not be greedy. What you want is never quite as good as it seems. But there's no reason to dwell on that. Let's just enjoy the view. You decide to follow her advice. The rest of your dream is pleasant. As you take an evening stroll through the nearby woods, you happen to overhear something of a loud commotion. When you approach the noise, you're able to see the situation more clearly. Two teenage miscreants seem to be harassing a child. Well, that's just mean. We'll sort them out. Give the teens a scare. Try to solve the situation diplomatically. Why is this doomed? I'm gonna try it anyway. Seeing the larger children pick on the smaller child strikes you as an injustice. Without any delay, you step through the bush until you are close enough to speak to the group. You gently yet firmly explain to them that it's wrong to treat others with cruelty, especially young children. Yeah, don't be an asshole. You also make sure to mention that even you, a random forest mushroom girl, knows this. The teens mainly appear to be embarrassed that they were caught. They bashfully offer an explanation that the child is their brother, and they were just giving him a hard time. But even they seem to be aware that it's a flimsy excuse. You leave them after forcing the teens to apologize. Mission accomplished. Hell yeah, I've never seen my humanity this high. This is amazing. The stats are so fucking high. Walking through the village one day, you remember about the master and the child and wonder how they're doing. Though, as if reading your mind, the child bounds their way over to you. You go to wave at them in greeting, then notice the panicked expression on their face. Mycelia, help! The child scrambles to approach you, panting heavily, struggling to compose their thoughts. You're able to calm them down enough after time for them to tell you, Auntie Mass is in trouble, come quick! The master? In trouble? From your encounter with her, you'd figured she'd be able to hold her own against any sort of trouble. Hastily, you follow after the child, who has broken into a sprint. Before long, you're in the area of town where you met the master previously, and you can see her standing in the middle of the street, back turned to you, poised for combat. As you look past her, you lock eyes with the man they're about to fight. Large, burly, and full of muscle despite the appearance of one of the many summers you spent behind them. Okay, let's save. We don't want to fuck this one up. Yeah, we are! See, our humanity is at, 83. That's why. If our humanity was low. Nah. Noticing his shift in focus, the master looks over her shoulder. What? What are you doing here, Mycelia? What are you doing here? The old man across the master chuckles. Well. Looks like the child is here after all. And here I was, worried the only joy I get today is reuniting this miserable master with her traitorous father. The master wordlessly takes up a pose. Her gaze is locked squarely on the old man, and you can feel something warm emanate off of her, like a heat of passion, a heat of rage. Now then, young lady, the old man says to you, ignoring the master, you gotta keep a close eye on that child for me, yes? She's very important to me. Don't listen to him, Mycelia. The master's heat grows, and you can feel her passion on the breeze. Something inside you urges you to help. Telling the child to find someplace safe to hide, you step up beside the master. Glancing over, you can see apprehension in her eyes, alongside relief. Mycelia, this man is one of the three responsible for the assassination of the king. I'm sure you're familiar with the nearby castle. Oh, what? This is so cool. It might be. You've been named. I'm a name. Namey. Oh, I thought that was just for decoration. It seems like we would have other options here if we knew anything about this. The master and the old man exchange a bewildered expression. Yeah, well, that assassination got pinned on another. A pitiful man who was tried, convicted, and executed based on the words of the three traitors themselves. You know what the only thing in the world that man left behind was? You shrug, unsure. A daughter. Oh, this child? Is the queen? She's the queen? Taking off in a sprint, Master leaps in the air, crashing down with her fists. The old man simply steps back, crosses his wrists, blocking the entire force of the Master's blow. What? We can attack? We can do magic? What? Huh? Enemy HP. What? Hang on. What the hell? Okay. Don't mind me, I just spilled hot chocolate. I spilled hot chocolate all over myself. I have paint on me, I have hot chocolate on me, I have laced luck. Ah! The master is the king's sword. No. The child that calls her Auntie Maz. No. Yeah, the king's daughter. The king's daughter. Okay. I'm gonna do some magic. Cause we're magic-y. Never mind? Okay. Let's just attack. Attack normally. Or... Ethos of a tortoise, ethos of a tiger, ethos of a phoenix. Oh. Okay, ethos of a tortoise. You cross your wrist, bracing in preparation. Stalwart as the tortoise. The master delivers a devastating blow against Yuri. Yuri readies an attack of their own, and strikes you with their powerful fist. But the might of the tortoise repels his attack, bolstering your own fortitude. Okay. How about ethos of the tiger? You prepare yourself for the attack to come, cunning as the tiger. The master delivers a devastating blow against Yuri. Yuri readies an attack of her own, and strikes you with their powerful fist. But the cunning of the tiger negates any incoming damage with a fist to the liver. Okay. Ethos of the phoenix. Their HP is not going down! Their HP is not going down a lot! You surge with energy, restoring some vigor in your time of need. The master delivers a devastating blow against Yuri. Yuri readies an attack of their own, and strikes you with a powerful fist. The pain makes you dizzy for a moment. Okay, that's fine. Inventory? Hit them with night soil? Okay. With a hearty throw, you let loose your trusty night soil. Plop. I didn't even realize it was a dice roll. Let me save. Okay. Very delicately harvested night soil. Heh, take that. Yuri looks at you, stunned in abject horror. Why do you have that? The master delivers a devastating blow against Yuri. Stunned, Yuri is unable to do anything. Who wouldn't be? Who wouldn't be after that? Okay, let's attack normally. You slice at the enemy with your trusty knife. Yep. Wait, Yuri's just stunned still? Yep. Yuri readies an attack and strikes now. Oh, that's fine. We could just keep slicing. We can slice and dice. Yep. Wait, what's that? Yeah, just attack normally. Okay. Barrage of bone-breaking blows. That did a lot of damage, actually. That's fine. I'm just gonna keep slamming. Yeah, slam and damn. Slam and damn. Charge up for a very powerful attack. I can't do anything about that apart from attack normally. Yeah. That did a lot of damage. I can't do anything. Just slice. Yep. Just slice. Yep. Is that dead? Oh! That was a tough fight. That was the first fight I ever did. And that was bloody tough. That was bloody tough. That took out half of my HP bar. My HP, one daughter only had 20. This daughter had like 80 or whatever. So, you know, I think that was meant to be a really tough fight. And it was my first time I engaged in combat, so I'm happy. Yuri stumbled backwards and collapsed. The master, towering over him, speaks in a terrifying voice. Be grateful that I have more mercy than you afforded either my father or your king. Leave. Make it so I never see your deplorable visage again. Turning around, the master walks back towards you, but quickly and silently, Yuri produces a knife from a pocket on his person and charges at the master from behind. No! You try to shout something, anything to get her to turn around, but there's not enough time. Yuri is too fast. Ethos of the type! Yes! Scream at that bitch! Faster than you could process, the master turned on a heel, delivering a blow directly into Yuri's gut. The unexpected counter came while his guard was down. Yuri goes flying. Rubbing her knuckles, the master stares at Yuri from afar. If you ever come back for the child, understand this. I'm above you in every way, shape, and form. Physically, morally, absolutely. You come here again and I'll show you how I'm only human. You understand a death threat when you hear one, and apparently so does Yuri, who scrambles to his feet and hurries on. Just kill him! Just kill him! It would be better for everyone! What do you mean? What are you doing? Once he's well and truly gone, the master turns back towards you as the child comes out of hiding. Thank you, Mycelia, for your help and for your inspiration. Inspiration? You ask her what she means by that. You've inspired me by watching you fight. You've helped me best the Tortoise of the North. I suppose that title now belongs to you. You feel honored to have a new fancy title that you'll in no way rub in people's faces from time to time. I love that. Sticking around for a spell, you become more than just friends with the master. You've become roommate and allies. And you're sure to let her know if ever she needs help. You'll be there to serve a mean knuckle sandwich. Ending. Tortoise of the North. That was so nice! First things first, see what her life was worth. New colors. Fairy blooded. I like, and analog. There's two! It's like a combo of two? Okay. Yeah. First crown bonus. Bleeding tooth. Huh? Oh, that's not bad. 485. I'll take it. I'll take it. We had really good stats. So dampness. Increased by a good soak or by a melancholic moment. The stat indicates how wet and slimy her body is, but also a murkiness of the soul. Mycelium. Increased by the right nutrients, or by things that nourish the soul. This stat is associated with how generally healthy she is, and yet it could also be a persistent optimism. Robustness. Increased by the ideal growing conditions, or by a loving presence. The stat is associated with her physical strength, but also could be a strength of character. Potency. Increased by a titillating meal or by danger. This stat is tied to the strength of her mushroom type, or her ability to perform in strength. Oh, that's why we were doing ass damage. But we had great robustness, so we were just able to out-heal that. Humanity. Increased by thorough socialization, by doing the right thing. This stat is how good of a person she is, literally and metaphorically. We're really good, but we were monstrous and feared by humans for your appearance, but nobody cared? Oh, an unusual mushroom that secretes unsettling blood-like fluid. And all the children loved us. And all the children loved us. Okay. We were dripping. Yep. We were a witch. And we were doomed. But you know, life did work in our favor. It did. Obscure. Yeah. Okay, she was cute. I liked her. Yep. Ooh, that grew. That one grew. Okay. Right. Mushroom. Do I need to go to Gnome Depot? What's here? A cursed mushroom. Okay. Is that good or bad? There's no guides for this game. Well, I don't even want to look into guides. Drippy spores. Let me pop that here. Items. Clothes. Curios. What's a curio? Yeah, the dungeon. This game is huge! I love it. Do I need to go to Gnome Depot? What would I sell here? Big jar of coins? That seems like something I should sell. Yeah. Tasty mushroom? No! I'm not gonna sell my fucking mushrooms. You can fuck off. I think these are like temporary stat increases. So you could like really level up in that way. But I think we should be spending our money on summoning. Haha, 999. Okay, let's try that. What is this? Okay. Sort of wish the next one could be a wolf girl or something. Getting a little sick of this mushroom shtick. Is this the devs? Is this the devs? They're like, we've done the mushroom game, now we need to do the wolf game. What's that? Conditions have changed. A new poisonous mushroom can now be grown. Ooh, nice. Radiance. Okay. A piece of an old recipe. Grab a cabbage, 2 onions, head of garlic, and now tatters to balance it all out. Plop tatters in boiling water till they're tender enough to pierce. Now you set those aside and heat up a pan with a bit of butter over a low heat and set it on several rashers of bacon. Once it's heated well, add your sliced onion and garlic and give it time to become rich and fragrant, and not too long as to let that burn. I kind of want to try that. I kind of want to try that. That sounds good. Oh no, we're one off. We're one off. No. Okay. That's fine. I'm not sure I want a cursed thing. If I get rid of the cursed mush, I'm not sure. Is that good, maybe? Wait. I might get rid of the cursed mushrooms. Because it says something terrible. Like, something being terrible, like, isn't exactly good, right? Okay. We're no longer cursed. Okay. I think I get what it's trying to tell me. We have a bit of finances and a bit of nutrients. Okay. I'm starting to understand it a bit more now. Oh, back to black. Yeah, here's my stats. Oh, it went! Oh, money? Hi! Okay. I like that you can't choose this either. Once you got an ending, you've got an ending. How much was this game? £10. You go on Steam. Look. It's like 10 quid. A really good price. Really amazing game. It's like there's not many reviews for what it is. It's insanely good. It's insanely good. Really recommend it. Okay, skip. Right. We don't have an heirloom this time. I am gonna go for the best picturesque section. Yeah. There was a place that had passed through on occasion, decorated with green leaves and fragrant blossoming flowers. A place of beauty that had left one searching awe, and the only choice, only the best for their daughter. Okay, that one. Second day. A prized gem fragment. Oh! I'm still trying to go for the witch route. I feel like I can do something witchy here, so let's go for the prized gem fragment. If it was anything worth showcasing, the sheer wonder the recluse would have for their daughter, it was a small glittering fragment they kept secret. Like a brilliant emerald, it glimmered unlike anything else the recluse had ever seen. But even they understood that beneath its surface caused something ethereal. Returning to the witch, the recluse held up their offering. But the witch holds up her hand in protest. It is a beautiful thing to offer such passion. Merely the attempt to learn shall suffice. Feeling a tender hollowness, the recluse declined to answer. Oh. Well, she liked that. She liked that answer. He was like, yep. Field of flowers, stony river. I'm going to the cave of indecision. I like the cave. The cave makes me happy. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure what this does, but I like it. Okay, just kill me, bitch. Okay, and the name. First non-shit name. Come on, guys. And I would like some water. Amanita. Amanita. Thank you. Thank you. Kanyaka! What if you ever have a child? You need to think about these things. Okay, there we go. We have Amanita. Thank you. Thank you. That's a lovely name. Ooh, they look interesting. We don't have food. Okay. I kind of want to pick this. I feel like it's the child. Oh! I remember there was a mushroom. I think it was called Pinot. I remember Pinot the mushroom in Skyrim. After thoroughly searching your cupboards again, you realize with defeat there's only one thing for you here. You've been taught to never trust witches. As time marches forward, you feel more and more like perhaps you were taken advantage. No. I'm not ending the run like this. I'm not ending the run like this. No. It was a mistake. Just buy some. Buy some fucking food. Okay. Buy some fancy substrate from town. Yes. The last time you were in town, you noticed a new sign posted above the butcher's shop. It had been advertising some expensive foreign soil. Perhaps your daughter would like a touch of culture. You know you have little to offer her yourself. To purchase it, you have to interact with a snooty cashier, but thankfully the interaction is brief. As you report your daughter with a new soil, you like to imagine that this is her version of a vacation. Her quality of life being improved, life moves on. Okay, how's her child? Have diabetes type 1 from birth. I don't want to curse another one with this. Also, I'm not a fan of children anymore. What is diabetes? Is it like when you can't eat chocolate? I don't know much about it. I'd like to know though, if you're okay with that. And fair. Children aren't for everyone. Maybe a dog. Doggo. Doggos are nice. You can cuddle with them. Okay, let's look at our child. Oh! Oh, she's so cute. She looks so friend-shaped. We haven't had this variant before. Oh. One morning you awaken with a weight on your chest and open your eyes to find a heavy mushroom sitting on— Oh, gee, you don't have to bring weight into this. Oh, jeez. Bit rude. The creature has grown little arms and legs and demonstrates her newfound mobility by clambering off of the bed as you were at. Oh! Her demeanor seems cheerful, wandering about in an excitable and— I have a cheerful baby? What? Encourage her optimism. I'm sorry, you gotta be a witch. Concerned about your daughter's optimistic nature, you think it's best she learns to be discerning and helpful. You take some time out of your days to teach her simple skills and activities to keep her busy. No, she changed. She's changed. No, she changed. Fundamentally. As a person. Huh? Where's Amanita? Huh? Oh shit, this was it. Okay, okay. Whoops. What did I want to do? Oh yeah, finances. Listen, I'm gonna skip. Matilda Garden. She's happy. She's happy. And that's what matters. Okay. No, I don't want to load. I want to save. Oh. Your body can't get rid of sugar anymore, so your blood gets flooded with sugar till your organs shut down if you're not getting insulin with a That sounds horrible. I'm so sorry, Kenyaka. What do you eat? Do you have to like eat bread? Wait, does bread have sugar? I remember making bread and I remember having to put in sugar. But wait, maybe you make your own bread without sugar? Does that mean you can't have fruit? I heard fruit has sugar. Diabetes and illness. Yeah. Oh, that sounds really stressful. I'm so sorry. Holy moly. Oh gosh. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Whew. I want to encourage her to be optimistic, because I've never had a child like this before. Your daughter's development is going better than expected, and you want to promote her cheerful nature. You encourage her to appreciate beautiful things, bringing her to that flower-filled glade you once visited. Enthralled by the wondrous sights, appreciating nature quickly becomes her favorite pastime, and she spends much of her time wandering outside. You haven't been taking very good care of yourself and find yourself... No, we're out of stamina. Yeah, rest. Rest, bitch. Ugh. One evening, you hear a light knocking at your door. It's the... yeah. Spend time. Spend time with her. Oh, she's growing. She's growing. Okay. Oh, she's baby. She baby. I love her. I love my child. Okay. She's crawling in a nearby meadow. Yep. Sit and watch her play. Buy her a nice gift. We have the money. I'm buying you a fucking gift. Okay. She's very happy. A flock of hungry birds have been harassing both your crops and your daughter recently. In fact, they've become quite a nuisance. Purchase some poison to... Use some food to feed the birds with your daughter. Well, we only have to hunt. We only have to, like... We'll give... We'll fetch the bow. We'll fetch the bow. Yeah. We shouldn't show up for a while, and your daughter may rest. Nothing more can be done for the birds. You realize you finished all the work for the week, and you have a whole day free. Take your daughter to see the Wood Witch. Yeah! Maybe you could impart some lessons on her. Oh, my Cilia was so pretty. I miss my Cilia. Everything has carbohydrate bread, rice, so you can eat, right? You can basically only eat vegetables and meat. Even potatoes have starch. That's all sugar. Holy fuck. That sounds stressful. No! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You poor fucking thing. I'm so angry. I'm so angry at the world for you. I'm pissed off. Fuck off, diabetes. Diabetes should not exist. I'm not sure, like, if... But sugar is in everything. I drink tea every day. I put in 3 bits of sugar. I used to put in 7 teaspoons of sugar. Now I have 3. Wait. That's probably still bad. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. But I like sugar. It's one of the only things I can taste. Sugar, spice, and salt. And lemon. / lime. Yeah, anything that, like, is high taste. Can you eat chilies? Chilies are nice. That's a taste. That's a taste. What about cheese? Is there sugar in cheese? I like cheese. To the woods. You take your daughter to visit a witch once again. The witch is happy to see you both and spends a pleasant evening with the 2 of you. It seems like she's developed quite a fondness for the little mushroom girl. Maybe the witch could consider the both of you like family. With the decision being made, she just changed! My daughter just changed! Analog? Quality? Affection? Do I have affection with her? I don't know. sugar spice and everything nice. Yeah. I like my child. You're peacefully with your daughter. Yep. Loving parent. Loving parent. What? 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 What happened? What? Chili is fine. Getting older, your stomach can't handle it anymore. Ah, I see. Oh. I'm sorry. Chili's so nice. Maybe you could have Gaviscon. That's good. Or milk. Balance it out. Oh, hi 21. Chemical. Why is there such cool music? Loving parent? Yep. What? She looks like a final boss. I think we just got a super rare variant. Oh no, it's red. It's red. It's red. What? She looks amazing. What the fuck? What? The recluse just like no. We just had a bit of a change. A beautiful slime-covered mushroom with a gem-like appearance. Holy fuck. Amanita. Imbued rosy wax cap. Slime form. Your body is made of something slick and magical. You can feel it in your core. Oh, our robustness is so low! So low. Our one before was like 80. This is 15. We need to get it up. Delicate hue. People are more likely to love you. Mimicry. You are extremely prone to suggestion. Something essential to you has been irrevocably checked. What? Huh? Intense aroma. You have a very imposing scent that lingers around you. Okay. Okay. We don't have any soma. Okay. We have a report with the Witch of the Woods. We have a deeper rapport with the Witch of the Woods. We have loving parent. Oh my god. Oh my god, this seems good. Well, as you click through the dialogue, I went back to read it and it was all about dying at peace and living a fulfilling life. No. In the log, there's nothing. There's nothing about death. He's just like, I've had so many failures with my life. I've done something good ways with my daughter, so I can die happy now. But he's not actually dying. Don't worry. Oh, good luck, Sophis. Good luck. Here are no shrooms in the wood, and if there are, some boars eat them and full of poison. Enjoy them. Oh dear. Oh dear. We got a new song. Okay, see where that. No problem. Can be a bit confusing, the wording. Yep. Now, we probably want to be magic-y. So let's Let's go to the woods. We don't want to go on expeditions because we're weak as shit. Wandering around the woods one day, you find yourself lost in thought. Eventually, snapping out of it, you realize you're in part of a forest that you've only been to rarely. But it would seem, to the side, there's a small pathway that has been made through the underbush recently, though it goes into the tree line out of sight. Naturally, as you are not a cat and therefore curiosity won't kill you, according to humans at least, you take a gander down the path. The path of grass is a bit thin, but you're able to navigate it with ease nonetheless. And, at length, you come out to a scenic glade. Ooh. You pause for a moment, taking in the peculiar arrangement. Statues of gnomes dot the glade. There's no rhyme or reason to the pattern of them, but they do look particularly cozy. Humans sometimes have these outside their homes as decorations, and you can't help but wonder who's dragging all these to such a remote area. Regardless, you're the only one there, so it's not like there's anyone to ask. Sit in the glade for a bit, take one of the statues with you. I like stealing stuff, but I know these fuckers are real. So I feel like I should sit with them. Yes! Oh, we got a pass. Considering how peaceful the glade is, you decide to sit down amongst the stone ornaments and enjoy the day. The sun dapples in gently, and wisps of breeze breaking through trees caress you softly at times. Latent birdsong echoes, and the occasional of a woodpecker fills the gaps in the air. That's meant to be a woodpecker, I'm so sorry. After a time you leave, feeling enriched in the soul. No! I'm taking one of the bitches with me. I thought that would be cool. It was not. I'm taking... You better pass. No! No, you bitch. I'm going back, I'm going back. Let me take it. No! 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 No. I'm gonna purse this. If it's the last thing I goddamn do. 7 hours later. 5 is a fail? Yeah. There we go. And I'm saving it now. Finding a statue like the looker, you bend down to pick it up. And upon lifting it, you realize it's heavier than it looks. Still, it's doable. It'll just be a slower trip back home. Game tree stone ornament. 1 gnome! Plus gnome! Statue in hand, you return the way you came. Wait, how did you get here again? One day, in need of supplies, you head to the local apothecary. It's always a wonderfully cozy experience inside. You have a particular fondness for a painting hung up near the counter of a mushroom woman, much like yourself, with a frog in her lap. Not to mention the vast amounts of ingredients and goodies all readily available to you. Business beats the nitty-gritty of foraging every time. Unfortunately, this time around, you feel a set of eyes staring at you. You turn your neck and barely catch a glance of a strange man following you. He's wearing a look as ravenous and tattered as his wizard's hat. Is he trying to eat me? Is he trying to... He better not be. He better bloody not be. Tell the man off. You angrily turn on your heel and yell at him, "I am a person, you know!" You can see him visibly pale, taking a handkerchief out of his pocket and wiping the sweat from his brow as he chokes out an apology. Bitch! While wandering the woods near your home, you suddenly hear something rustling in the foliage ahead of you. Before you can react, a large boar bursts from the brush and locks eyes with you. You sense an intense flaming aura of determination emanates off this wild hog. Let's kill this bitch. with our very low HP. Oh wait, no. You're sure you came prepared for this? 9? You remember the knife tied to your hip, and whisper a small thank you to your caretaker, who taught you to never leave home without one. Without hesitation, the pig begins barreling in your direction. As it is about to gore you, you veer to the side and brandish your knife. You just barely manage to clip the boar's side, your efforts resulting in only a narrow victory. It turns to attempt a second attack, and is met with another cut from your knife, this time taking off part of its ear. Finally, it seems to no longer find the fight worth it, and flees back to the woods. You wonder what the boar will do now, and you find yourself thinking of its clipped ear. Perhaps the two of you shall meet again someday. For now, you head home, victorious. Moby swine? What trait did I gain? Somewhere out there's a pig you've left your mark on? What? Gnomes creep you out. One time in Fallout New Vegas, one suddenly sat behind you. Oh! That sounds creepy. That sounds creepy. No. No. I don't want to get involved with the gnomes. The gnomes. Okay, Fool has arrived. What do we want to do? Oh, hi, Wigglet. Shriek man. I'm raising my mushroom children, and I like them. How you doing, Wigglet? Okay, so revisit a strange location. I would really like to visit some places, but I don't know. Yeah, where would I like to try out? Abandoned dungeon. Hear a story about a fae. Cursed clown. Oh, the other realms.
Boys are out tonight.
Okay, no. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Pendaphone. A bit of a cold and sinus is crappy, but manageable. Ah, yeah. You rest up. Try and have honey and lemon in like as a drink, a hot drink. I think that will help. I hope you get well soon. Abandoned dungeon? That was a thing? Story about a fae? Don't remember that. Cursed clown? I don't know. I'm gonna explore more. Having taken a leisurely stroll one day, you set upon a humble shack nestled among dense brush across the nearby river. And from the hovel bounds a symphony of music, reverberating off the trees. With curiosity grabbing hold, you saunter off the beaten path, making your way to the water's edge. To your surprise, a ramshackle bridge it stands across the water, and before you know it, you're face to face with the shack's rotting door. Knock on the door. I knock on it. You rap your knuckles on the door. After a moment, a slight shuffling can be heard from inside. At length, the door opens, and you are greeted to the bewildered expression of a rather strange-looking crone. The figure is tall and looming, hunched over, with a head still a solid foot above your own. A hood veils their eyes, and where it would expose the skin, there travels only matted whiskers, long since greyed. You notice their skin as the crone raised a hand in greeting, gnarled and dark like the knot of a tree. And as they speak, hoarsely churning out a polite hello, you catch the subtlest torrent of voices intermingled from within, like an amalgam of souls. It has been a long while since a visitor graced my doorstep. Would you like to come inside? Surely you have been drawn by the music, no? You can't really say no, you are really captivated by the music. Without delay, you take the crone up on their offer and enter their home. They seem nice enough, and you get the feeling that all the apprehension built up before has melted away. Plus, the interior smells like fresh jasmine. What better way to distress? The crone shows you the source of the music, a strange box at the far end of the room. As they're showing off the piece, the music stops and the crone hits a small switch, shutting down the mechanisms. Here is the phonograph, used for playing music off these cylinders. The crone fiddles of the machine, taking off a black wax cylinder. This one is part of a suit, the finale. The crone hangs their head low. Unfortunately, the rest of the suit is lost to me. The crone pauses for a moment, looks you up and down, and says, "Ah, I bet you have a draw to the music, eh?" It's hard to tell, but you believe a smile to have cracked somewhere beyond the massive whiskers. Ah, if that's the case, you seem able enough. I tell you what, if you're able to collect the other 9 parts of the suit, I'll give you the finale as a gift. One cannot enjoy a suit without the full collection. You shrug. The offer seems straightforward enough. Without reluctance, you accept, much to the crone's satisfaction. Then, I would ask you to read a story, one that might help glean the location of another cylinder. Would you like to hear it? It is, however, quite a long story, should you wish to do other things. Why would we not listen to this story? Let's fucking go. Ah, yes. The crone stoops in place across you, resting on what you assume to be their haunches. As they open the book, you feel enraptured, engrossed, enthralled. Before you know it, the words blend into a dappling of symphasia, and seemingly spirits you away to the land of story. As with many, this tale began in tragedy. Weird mushroom. Oh, what the hell? You okay, mushroom? What's the horror music? An errant child, the kid was exiled from town, branded with heresy and derision. She bore no sin but that of her birth, specifically the eyes, smouldering pools of ceaseless violet. They were the same eyes as the Violet Witch, a malefactor who had been terrorizing the area for years, and as such, the kid was left with only a lone heart to look out for her, a similar soul, lonesome and lorn in the depths of the woods. But she was raised good and raised well, and while she never truly needed the approval of others, it was still a wish of hers to be more accepted, to be seen as less of an outsider. She did, at the very least, have a modicum of peace in her parents' home, but peace was ill-becoming of the time and ever fleeting. Despite the love and care bestowed upon her by her guardian, she could not stay. Fire came into the night. At first, it was deemed an accident, happenstance, but the attacks became emboldened, frequent, turning from 1 or 2 individuals into small mobs, each time led by a sightless man, as if to taunt. As long as the Violet Witch roamed the land, the kid would know no sanctuary. She could only bring pain to those who would offer her comfort, and so, after a heated argument with her guardian, she forced herself to leave, lest they be caught up in the madness. The kid set off without preparation, carrying with her only a smoulder of conviction. Nevertheless, she was savvy, complete with a few well-honed skills needed for survival. It wasn't long before she was well away from her home, out beyond the threshold where the familiar woods fell away to shadowy hinterlands. Though, according to rumors of the Violet Witch, Amanzi would be less than a day's travel southwest, and, as it were, there were 3 ways to go about heading there. The WHYY, which the kid had been taking, dilapidated as it was, the old growth forest, as unwelcoming as it seemed, or the gentle river bank. Oh, we actually get to pick it? Okay. We save. Continue on the highway, through the old growth, follow the river. I think cut through the old growth. We gotta get some hardship. The endless canopy snuffed out any remaining life that was left to be found in the night's steady embrace. In spots, the trees grew in rows, as though meticulously planted. Other areas, the trees sprouted with wild abandon, cropping up wherever they pleased. But regardless, all trees towered as megaliths, altars to a forgotten time. The kid made her way through the harrowing woods, and as she saw the lights of Amancy appear just beyond, a glint caught her eye. There, buried in the trunk of a moss-covered tree, a knife stuck out, and from where its blade cut into bark, opalescent buds spread forth. The kid, needing supplies, wrenched the blade from its resting place and hooked it firmly about her waist. Budding knife. Trait gained. Ooh. With just a few more steps, the woods were behind her, and the kid could enter the manse. Though she thought for a moment, there was still enough twilight to search around nearby. Of course, it may not be worth it. Search the highway, search the river, continue to the manse. I think we should search the river. That might be nice. Yeah, search the river. Doubling back a bit, the kid decided to check out the river. It was a peasant walk. Peasant walk. It was a pleasant walk, traversing the bank, and she even found a small piece of jewellery in the slit. Upon further inspection, however, it appeared to be a talisman made in the likeness of a circle fair. Pleased with her find, the kid returned to the manse and found its front door to be unlocked. Feeling her stomach sink, the kid steeled her nerves and pushed onward. The Violet Witch's manse was regal though dishevelled. It didn't appear as though anyone had been home for some time, even if there was a distinct lack of dust on the surface. Very little furniture decorated the vaulted foyer. Exits on either side led to the library and a dining hall, while a spiraling staircase led into darkness overhead. Oh, this reminds me of the Tooth Fairy's place. That had a scary looking bitch in it. It's Ammon. The Suspicious Corner. A portrait of the lady of the house hung menacingly in the corner of her room. Taller and wider than a full-grown adult, her eyes pierced into the kid's soul. Cut it up. Let's be a vandal. The kid thrust her knife into the subjectively derivative piece of art and rent the canvas away from the wall. To her surprise, a fortified door with a magical seal preventing passage lay just beyond. Upon further inspection, the seal seemed to unlock with a spoken password. Welcome sign? A flat board made of cork sat on the wall, with a little ceramic letter backed by pins pushed into the facade. It read, "Live, love, spellcraft." That better be the password. That better be the fucking password. Rearrange the letters. With a little creative tinkering, the kid changed the sign to read, "Ugh! All lifesteal." Amazing. Potted plant. A pitiful, wilted thing. The kid's first thought upon seeing such a sad remark was to believe it to be desiccated. Perhaps she was right. Okay. Grandfather clock? An ancient clockwork soldier, tirelessly carrying on his duty without complaint. Something sinister emanated from it, and the kid felt a tinge of fear as the hands neared midnight. Okay. Chandelier. An intricate crystal chandelier hung down from overhead. Its tether disappeared into the darkness of the vaulted ceiling, but its light shone down in a flood. Channel the talisman to cut the chandelier? The kid held out the talisman and felt her spirit swell. Before them appeared a small golden fairy, who flitted up to the chandelier's tether and cut it loose with a slash of gilded magic akin to a sword. The resulting crash was deafening, but at least the kid avoided getting cut up by shrapnel. She just had to be careful walking around on the floor. Hey. Oh, hiya, Sad. Been a while. How are you? How are you? Okay, salmon. I'm cat. I'm small. Can we go to the suspicious corner again? No. Okay, travel. Oh Jesus, how big is this place? Okay. Library then. A vibrant carpet and luscious scarlet drapes help to pull together a warm, rich environment within the hardwood library. The room stretched up far above, concealing into darkness just beyond a mezzanine. Examine. Oh, this place is the shit. This place is giant. Table and chair. A comfortable table and chair duo tucked in the corner of the library, mostly cast in shadow. It was hard for the kid to discern anything of note. Okay, bookshelf. Along the majority of the library's wall ran a magnificent bookcase. As it were, several books stood out notably to the kid. Read the first book, read the second book, read the third book, read the fourth book. I think the third book looks good. That looks nice. Oh, I just grabbed some water. I like streaming at this time. Meow. You use your mezzanine every day. Of course, mezzanine. Very common for— It's so common! It's so common! I have no idea what it is. The third book the kid set aside ended up being a cookbook of all things. The legends note one recipe in particular that had caught her eye. Mashed mushroom mustard. Supposedly quite savory. First book. The legends say that the first book the kid had set aside was a political satire on the salacious rumors of some ancient kingdom's arrogant new king and his new, less than visible attire. Ah, the emperor's new clothes or something? Second book. The second book the kid set aside chronicled an ancient ritual wherein an icy queen untethered herself in a moment of desperation, falling into an endless slumber. Allegedly, the queen's frigid embrace can be felt on the wind atop the tallest mountain, where the one who loved her most still stands on guard. What? Okay. The fourth book the kid set aside was something called the Apothequatis, a dense, deceptively heavy, and ornately designed tome. Flipping it to a random page, the kid found a rough sketching of 3 swords, a platinum sword made to bend to the user's will, a silver sword made to reflect the user's will, and a golden sword made to judge the user's will. Apparently, the golden sword was considered to be all but lost to the world. And yet, studying the image, the kid couldn't help but feel as though the blade was closer than one would think. Though, putting too much thought into it began to drive her nauseous, and she eschewed the matter from her mind. Okay. That was just one of heavy curtains. They weren't kidding when they said, oh, this will be a bit long. Dude, this is an entire playthrough in here. Blood red curtains hung on from high, obscuring a gigantic window. Game tree curtain game. The kid, taking her knife, slashed out a piece of fabric, fashioning it into a cape. Legends say she looked quite stylish. Amazing. Amazing. Go on, queen. Okay, the mezzanine. Far above, though before the shadows restricted her vision, the kid could spy a mezzanine. The library had a very clear second floor that was inaccessible from the first. Inaccessible. Okay, back to the foyer. In the foyer, very little furniture decorated the vaulted room. Exits on either side led to the library and the dining hall, while a spiraling staircase led to the darkness overhead. Okay. Travel. Probably dining hall now. Yeah. Ah! There we go. The dining hall was modest and cozy, though elaborate enough to default it as a place of sophisticated living. Tall windows lined the wall, looking out into an inky night, offering views for every seat along the extended table, travelling the length of the room. On the wall, a portrait of a woman sat crooked, and around the corner, a heath sat blazing beneath the bust of a stuffed boar. In the shadowy corner, a door swung surreptitiously into the kitchen. Examine. Dining room portrait. A tender portrait of a veiled woman.
できっとあさっとビコームアリルシーピー。
Oh my god, thank you. Thank you, Assad. That scared the shit out of me. That scared the fuck out of me. Oh my... Why do you have a fedora? What is that? Why are you a Reshiram with a fedora? I love it. I love it. Oh, you can change. If you type !extension into the chat, then it will give you a link, and you can pick any Pokemon you want. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I was scared. I was scared. Okay, yeah, yeah. Oh, you'll do that, but oh my god. The kid felt unnerved. The babe had her eyes. Hearth. A roaring fire heated the room efficiently, though beyond the flames there appeared to be a key. A key? I want the key. The pink. It's not pink. It's red. It's red. You are the second person to call it pink. It's not. Look at my hoodie. Look at my hoodie. That's pink. This is not pink. This is red. That's red. Wrong, Tyler. Okay. Boar bust. The taxidermied bust of a massive black bristled boar hung on the wall of the dining room. Its tusks looked ferocious enough to pierce steel plates, if not something stronger. Oh, cool. Ah, great one, Assad. Great one. Kitchen table. You know, according to outside accounts of the kid's story, they say the table was made of real mahogany. Real mahogany. Do you have any idea how hard it is to source that stuff around here? I mean, what do we have? Fur? No! No! Kenyaka isn't pink! It's red! It's red! Trust me, trust me. Ah! You can't, it's 21! No! No, don't you be against me too! No! It's red. It's red! Ah! I almost fell out with my entire friend. But it wasn't that serious. But yeah, they were all like, this is red! No, they were like, this is pink! And I'm like, no! Pink is my favorite color. I'm beyond passionate about it. This is red. This is red. This is not in my domain. This is not. No. Illegal. Illegal. Jail. Jail for all of you. Well, regardless, it was quite fancy, especially for a witch who appeared lacking in the dinner guest department. I'm moving up and down in insane pissed offness. Nah! Listen. Red is red. Pink is pink. Maybe I am colorblind, but I will stand up for my truth. My truth of not accepting this as a color, you know, according to outside accounts of the kid's story, they say the table was made of real— oh, I read that one. Let's leave. To the kitchen? We could go even deeper in here? Okay. Oh, you're the little deer. I like that one. I like it. It has a red nose like Rudolph. Very cute. Wait. Pink is literally red with— no, pink is like a nice color. It's like, you look at it and you feel happy, you know? I look at this and I think danger. The kid entered the kitchen and found little of interest. Random cutlery and the lingering smell of stale grease littered the room. An oven attached to some counters, along with the rear side of the hearth, crowded around the far side of the room near a door leading into the pantry. Examine. Oven. A standard brick oven, slightly ostentatious and clearly oversized. It didn't seem like anything had been cooked in there for quite some time. A slate countertop littered with cutlery. The kid couldn't glean anything of note. Rear side of the hearth. The kid looked into the hearth and realized there was a key dropped in there, resting behind the flames. Gain trait pantry key. We got the pantry key! All she had to do was pluck the key out and she had access to the pantry. Do it. Rear side of the hearth. Nothing was left sitting behind the flames after the kid retrieved the key. Okay. How? Oh, I have to go to— oh, the pantry is a separate area. How big is this kitchen? How big is this kitchen? This kitchen's huge. I love it. I love it. The heavy chime of the grandfather clock declared, "The time is 10 o'clock." The pantry was dark, cool and musty. Larger than expected for the size of the mounse, it nestled unsettling thoughts into the kid's mind. Examine. Servant's note. A small bloodied piece of paper that maddeningly detailed a particular book within the library, but for whatever reason, it did not explain why. Regardless, it piqued the kid's interest. She would have to check the shelves for the tome. Oh, we'll go back to the library. Okay. Oh, good night, son. Good night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I hope you get good sleep. Hey! I'm a bit squishy. I'm a bit squishy. And that's okay. Okay, examine the rotten food stuff. A disgusting pile of rotten food that made the kid feel sick. There was no telling how long it had been sitting there. There. Back to the kitchen. Okay. Back to the dining hall. Okay. I don't think there was anything we wanted. We wanted to go back to the foyer. Okay. Ah. Yeah, I remember they said that the grandfather clock, that was given evil energy. So I'll examine that. Ah, okay. Wait till midnight, no. Go back to the library, get that tome, bitch. Okay. Bookshelf. Secret book. There we go. The kid opened the book expecting to find some boring scrap of information, but instead was greeted with a hollowed out center. Bedroom key. And within the center, a key. Fuck yeah! Return to the foyer. Ba ba ba! I'm worried about midnight. I don't know what will happen then, but I am scared. Okay, going upstairs seems to be the only option, so let's do that. Let's do that. The kid found themselves in a, might I say, dramatically lit hallway. We're talking candelabras, stained glass, the works. The hallway only led two ways, downstairs back to the foyer, and into the downstairs bedroom at the opposite end. Yeah, go in there. Oh shit, portrait. The kid studied the portrait in the hallway. It was of a familiar looking woman, caught frozen in an expression of surprise, as though she had not expected acknowledgement. Okay. To the bedroom. Wait. Okay, wait. To the foyer. Examine. Suspicious corner. Spoken password. We need to get that. So maybe we just go back upstairs for that one. Okay. I wasted time with that, but that's okay. To the bedroom. The kid finally finding the bedroom had to take in the strangely intimate feeling of her surroundings. The room was quite enviable. One way led to a personal lavatory, the other way towards the library's mezzanine. With the only other way out back into the hallway, the kid couldn't help but take a gander around. Let's go in the wardrobe. A large hardwood wardrobe sat with handles just waiting for the kid's fingers to grasp, and within she found a marvelous cane tipped in iron with the effigy of a hawk. While blunt, it still poised a significant method to damage when swung. Okay. What cheese? Okay. Punish vanity. A beautifully simplistic vanity sat in the corner of the room. Inside, a diary belonging to the lady of the house sat opened, reading, "I fear to have fallen into thraldom. I mustn't forget the code to the altar. Mine own faith feels faint of late. I pray this omen ne'er to afflict my sweet child. Remember it. Remember the code, ye tired wretch. Epic low. For the sake of my daughter." Is it epic low? Yeah, because it's got the two dots. Mezzanine? I don't know how to pronounce that. I've never heard it actually spoken before by a person, so you know. What time is it? It's 10:40. What time is it for you? Probably 5 in the morning. It's odd, but the kid wondered if there might be more information yet to be found in the diary. Okay, it's telling me to read the diary again. The kid scanned the pages, searching for any more information about the lady's altar. Unfortunately, the only information she was able to find was vague. When I am in need of direction, I must remember, search deep within, and perhaps an answer will arise. I must always remember my faith, mine own altar hidden within. The kid considered this passage, wondering more about the lady of the house. Perhaps if she could simply see the lady, she would find the portrait out back. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah! Mezzanine? I like this music so much. It is so lovely, right? Right? It's just chill vibes. Interestingly, the kid found there to be a distinctly lucid passage ripped out and folded up in the back of the diary. Why wouldn't I read that? Why wouldn't I be fucking reading that? This is a whole ass adventure. The kid scanned for passage, meeting with particular confusion. On the one hand, she couldn't understand what any of it meant, but on the other hand, a part of her deep inside felt like she did. The note read, "I can feel the overtake approaching, but for the evening, my senses have returned to me. I should be so blessed as to have this moment, that I might confess mine own distrust before this vexing curse takes me whole." Okay, she's cursed. "I thought myself to be the whole of it, when we three were one. At the call of judgment we infatuate and subjugate the errant swordman of mine and mine alone." Oh, sword arm! "But I sit here, festering, silvering, accepting death as it may come to be, and I realize the burden lay not in my heart, and I am as much beast as him, trapped in her cage, a slave not only to this curse, but to myself. Find purchase, my daughter, in knowing you are not carved from a monster, but simply a fool." Listen, the lore is insane. The lore is insane. I know nothing. But I feel like I am learning everything. A regal four-poster bed. A majestic four-poster bed took up prominent space within the bedroom. When the kid searched it, however, she found a magnificent longsword hidden beneath the covers. Age had certainly gripped the blade, but it could still swing at least once. Oh, because they were a swordsman. The icon of the hilt resembled an eye held tightly shut. Hell yeah! Cheese! Admittedly, the kid was forced to do a double take. There, on the nightstand, kept in perfect condition under a heavy glass lid, was a spectacular wedge of cheese. Perhaps, she thought, the Manse had belonged to a tyromancer. What the fuck is a tyromancer? Or a bored hobbyist. Regardless, the kid took the cheese, because quite frankly, she couldn't think of a reason not to. Ah, so true! So true. You see a cheese, you grab the cheese. What else would you bloody do? The tab you're watching on is for— No! No! Oh, that's painful. That's painful. I switched to Brave. I switched to Brave browser. But, I mean, could you? So true. No, I couldn't. I'm taking cheese. A tyromancer is a tire was amazing. Amazing. Exactly. I don't think there's a person alive who could resist free, perfectly aged cheese like that. Right? Anyway, the kid took it in her grubby little fingers and kept it safely on her person. Yes! An armor stand in the corner. Let's go. Is Brave any good? I think Firefox is the— What? You hate Firefox? I think it's the best, honestly. But Brave is pretty alright as well. I like Brave. A mannequin in the corner of the room spotted a peculiar attire. Armor, though ceremonial, as if meant to slip over regular clothing. A fold made of mirror plates matched an oversized necklace of similar styling, while a set of gauntlets completed the fashion. As the kid donned the armor, she could feel a warding effect create a paling around them. On some level, despite the ornamental nature of it, she felt far more protected than before. Hell yeah, we're protected! Anything in the wardrobe again? No. Okay. Oh, we can go to the lavatory? Fuck yeah. I'm hopping in there. Okay. I just need to remember what it is. I remember. Yeah. The inside of the lavatory was fascinating to the kid. Lazuli walls coated every inch and ornate tiling in blues and whites accented the rest. Assuming toilet. It wasn't much, a magical toilet. Any and all have seen one of those in their lifetime. Why do your business in a hole in the backyard when magic can do all the transporting for you? It's like when Harry Potter And then J.K. Rowling was on Twitter and they were like, yeah, they don't go to the toilet. There are no toilets in Hogwarts. They just... No. There are toilets because the Chamber of Secrets. But they were just like, they magic away the piss. You love Firefox? Yeah! I was thinking about switching to Firefox, honestly. Because I do like it. I do like it a lot. Flush the toilet. The kid flushed the toilet. Magically, the water was whisked away. And in a similar fashion, it was all refilled into the bowl. Truly a marvel of magical science. Well, a cabinet. A basic wooden cabinet sat at the end of the lavatory opposite the toilet. Inside, it held only one item, a single roll of extra toilet paper. Naturally, the kid took it. Creating mischief in the realm of one's most vulnerable activities brought a delight to her that was rarely matched. She just took the fucking toilet paper, okay. Plus, the toilet paper is a remarkably flammable substance, and the kid understood that well. Okay. Simple cabinet. A basic wooden cabinet sat at the end of the lavatory, opposite the toilet. Never mind. Return to bedroom. Yep. Oh yeah, we looked here. The library is mezzanine. Huh? Hallway. Heavy chime of the grandfather clock declared it's 11 o'clock. Talk to the portrait. She's angry. The kid studied the unsettling portrait in the hallway. It was of a familiar-looking woman, frozen in an expression of anger, as though enraged by acknowledgement. First she was surprised, now she's enraged. Okay. Okay, we can finally go to the suspicious corner, I think. Firefox is nice, plus it helps remove a monopoly of Chromium browsers being all that remains open. Yeah, I like it. Ow. The kid leaned forward, plainly speaking, epilogue, before standing back to watch the wall recede and the room behind become exposed. Yay, go in. Secret passage. Behind the hidden passageway, the kid wandered through a brief dark tunnel before emerging at an intimate stone chapel ending in an occult altar. A statue depicting the lady of the house stood in the corner of the dais, and pews lined the length of the nave. How many places are here? I love it. Examine the immaculate pews. A set of 6 hardwood pews that lined the way to the altar. Each looked immaculate and unblemished, save for one near the front. A singular seat had long been worn away. Okay, just one bitch is sitting here. Chrome's not your fave? Yeah! Try Firefox. Yeah, the 8th statue. The kid marveled at the 10-foot-high statue upon a raised dais depicting the lady of the house. Legends say the statue wore a ceremonial set of armor and branded a longsword in her left hand. That's the bitch! That's the bitch's house that we're in. A magnificent crest in the other. And despite being made of naught but stone, it is said that the eyes glittered, as though gems were ever caught in the glint of moonlight. So that's our mom? The perturbing altar. The The kid marveled at the stone altar, depicting a babe resting on the bed of dried moonflowers, but was unable to make heads or tails of its significance. I just realized at midnight, the woman is gonna come out of the mirror and try and kill me. That makes logical sense. Always Firefox. I mean, it's the reason the waifu version of Firefox looks like— waifu version of Firefox? What is that? Ah! Okay. Return to the foyer, I guess. We went everywhere. There's nowhere else for us to go, really. We could go back upstairs and talk to the woman. Hello. Oh, she's still angry. The clock? Yeah. We'll just go to midnight, I guess. The heavy chime of her grandfather struck grave and proud. The time was midnight, and a haunted memory cried anguish from the foyer. That's the bitch from the mirror. In the foyer, the kid felt a horrid chill in the air. Suddenly, she came face to face with a shade of Amante's matron. Though a formidable opponent, it was nothing more than the poor witch's memories made manifest. There was no time to think. The shade saw the kid as an intruder and intended to make the consequences known. But the kid had no intention of going down without a fight. The kid danced around, desperately trying to avoid cutting themselves up too bad on the broken chandelier. The kid thought briefly about what to use against the shade, pulling out the long sword. Let's get in there. The kid swung the great long sword once belonging to the Lady of Amante. The shade reeled back at the slice, screaming in pain. The kid smirked, but as she looked back at the blade, she saw it crumble and break. Its eyes catching the ridiculous rearrangement of the welcome sign, the shade stood for a moment in confusion. The kid wasn't about to let the opportunity pass her by. The kid thought briefly about what to use against the shade, pulling out her swanky cane. Yes, yes. Is this music part of the game? Yeah, it's part of the game. She looks like she needs to eat a Snickers bar. She does. She goddamn does. The kid swung the silver eagle head into the shade, eliciting pain from the creature. The shade initiated its share of combat by reaching high and striking down with an incredible claw attack. The passion of the fight had been ignited. The dance was afoot. The kid danced around, desperately trying to avoid cutting themselves up bad on the chandelier. Okay. Budding knife? Oh, that did a lot more damage. The kid stabbed the shade with her budding knife, searing it with magic and eliciting pain from the creature. The shade hissed, whipping a miserable claw at the kid, connecting somewhat. There was no other path left to the kid. Only fate could scry the outcome. Yep. Just grab the knife. Yep. What's the cane do again? And they do about the same damage. Oh. We kill it. We're on 3 HP. The shade shrieked and moaned as the magic comprising it flitted away. All that was left was a mess of glittering shrapnel. The kid. The kid had a bounty of unanswered questions. The only thing left as a clue for her was a small precious stone fragment left behind by the shade, and as the kid scooped it up in her palm, The fragment warmed and glittered a bright green before fading at length into slumber. This sounds like the thing we offered to the witch at the start. You know, the thing that the recluse was hiding away? The green fragment? Isn't this what we offered to the witch at the start? What? Maybe? To admit one thing, if you see your sister, you always give her a sticker before we even speak. Oh my god. That's just how women are. You need to keep them fed, because they won't regulate themselves. Listen. You see a woman? Get her something to eat. It always works. It always works. Right? The story is so fucking complex. I was not expecting this at all. I love it. Regardless, the kid understood it was only the beginning of her journey. Complete the tragedy of the kid. Oh! It ended? It ended? Holy moly. Oh. And such was the kid forced to come to terms with many disquieting thoughts upon the return trip home. Dozens of woes, a litany of sorrows, but only one truth that struck her. Perhaps those who rallied against her, in fact, did so with cause. The kid would return victorious indeed, but some believe her to have gone on further to do many a great deed. Alas, that is all for now. Time has slipped away from us, it seems. You'd best hurry on home now before the dark settles. The crone leans in, uncomfortably close. You wouldn't want to run into the Violet Witch now, would you? She asked with a cackle. Taking her advice, you return home, head filled with thoughts of a kid. That's so cool. Wow. Walking around the village one day, you overhear a gaggle of fun-sized humans giggling the time away. You gradually sneak up on them and get close. Remarkably close. They don't really seem to care that you're there. Hey, wait! Are they ignoring you on purpose? The nerve of some fleshies! At least you can listen in to whatever seems to be so engrossing. How much? One of the kid exclaims. Her jaw drops in sheer awe of another kid, whose chest is proudly puffed out. With a grin, the child reiterates, enough to buy 3 bags of candy. No fair! Another child cries out. When I lost mine, all she bought me was enough for a hoop and a stick. The other kids looked at the child with pity. Hoop and stick was so last season. Well, anyway, the boastful kid continued, I have another one loose, so I can expect even more candy here soon. That's not fair. I want to lose a tooth. Oh, this is the Tooth Fairy storyline. Probably because for all that candy. There we go. We've done this. This is how we get the Tooth Fairy storyline. We could do... We may as well. We may as well. Why not? Why not? Yeah. Also, did you guys notice that the Tooth Fairy house was the same as the house we just went in for that? Did you guys notice that? Interesting, eh? Interesting. So maybe the Tooth Fairies are using that house now? Or was it in a different dimension? It was in a different dimension. I don't know. I don't know. Yes, we're pulling out our teeth. We're wrenching out our teeth. It's good though. It's good. Wrench out that tooth. And now we're like, it's okay. They grow back. We love our regrowing teeth. Yes. And they're like, hey, call us back if you want to give us more teeth. And we're like, sure thing. Oh, what was this? leave your home in the later hours of the morning one day, only to set upon a strange woman not too far from your front door. It's immediately apparent that she doesn't notice you. Heck, she may not even notice the house that's just right there. As she stands, the slender, bespectacled woman has her gaze locked to the sky. She'd be a statue if not for a periodic wave of her hand, setting errant strands of silver back into her messy ponytail. Watching her for a moment, you stand to reason that maybe something's wrong. Plus, she looks harmless enough that maybe she's worth approaching. Oh, this is interesting. You're back and you're on Brave browser. Aye! No prob. No prob. Yeah, Brave uses a lot less. You can copy keys. You can... Wait, stream elements? I don't know about stream elements, but you can copy your cookies and all your Chrome data onto Brave. Attempt to scare off. Can I help you? Yeah, finally, let's use our magic. The woman whirls around, caught off guard by your sudden appearance. Oh, I'm sorry, she stammers before catching a good look at you. Oh. My, you're an interesting creature, aren't you? Her inquisition borders heavily on the familiar, and you let it slide. Are you by chance the slippy slimy of these woods? I've heard so much about you. It's such a shame I'm pursuing other interests right now. I would love so much to study you. Sorry, is that weird? That's weird, what? The woman pushes back a series of stray hairs, smiling sweetly through her thin lips, and her eyes that glitter like velvet. Velvet? Is she a descendant of a child? It's almost enthralling. Ah, right then. I should introduce myself. My name's Kalia. I am, I suppose what you'd call, a scholar of sorts. I study all sorts of creatures, both mythical and speculative, ranging from all sorts of quasi-humanoid beings to amorphous energies. My primary field of study is in the realm of the Fae. Tricky little friends, I tell you what. Lately, I've been trying to uncover traces of this cheeky bugger, a Fae prince by the name of Cupid. I don't suppose you've seen a foul-mouthed baby flying around shooting at people, have you? Amazing. I don't think we have. Twitch linking? What's that? Is that a riddle? Kalia puts a finger to her tree. I do suppose it sounds odd, eh? Still, there is this little gremlin around here somewhere. My, sources have provided me with good intel, I assure you. I guess I can let you know if I see something. Oh, that would be wonderful. It definitely seems to be lost cause looking for him here anyway. I tell you what, Kalia hands you a small handbell made of lightly glowing bone. Take this and ring it if you find him. Of course, if you find anything else of interest, I would be thrilled to be notified. Holding the bell, you give it a light jiggle. To your surprise, it wings out spectacularly. And you know, Kalia leans in close. If ever you'd like a little studying of your own, well... Kalia's face begins to turn red as she looks away, hand on cheek and stifling a giggle. Ah, nothing. Don't be a stranger now. With a, was that a flirtatious smile? With a grin, she saunters away. You're left feeling a myriad of emotions, though a single question remains. You're not going to, like, get shot by a baby just walking about, right? This is amazing. Did we get hit on? I'll take it. I'll take it. That seems like an intriguing storyline, I must admit. Winter. Aspiration? Take on the Tooth Syndicate. Yeah, I want to do the Cupid storyline. You remember back to the curious scholar who was outside your house before. She gave you a handbell as means to summon her should you locate an illustrious Cupid. Of course, he could be anywhere, show up anytime. You just have to stay vigilant. But chill in the air has invigorated you. What would you like to do today? So it said it was in the woods. So let's go to the woods. One day, while gathering some resources from the forest, you realize that the sun has gone and set on you. You hadn't been anticipating a night trip, so this is a little unfortunate. Thankfully, you can spot a fire on the road ahead. It appears to you that a single man is sitting next to it, with a worn tent set up nearby. The man bears a distinctive set of tattoos, spotting his face and arms with a set of decorative, presumably, eyes. You contemplate the thought of approaching this man and keeping yourself warm beside his fire. Does this appeal to you? Why not? It's dark and you have nothing on you to create a camp. You figure it's acceptable to ask if nothing else. As you approach the man, he seems immediately aware of your presence. Welcome, daughter of a witch. He speaks calmly, identifying you more precisely than most. You idly think that it is unfair to be called a daughter of a witch. The witch did not raise you, after all. Nevertheless, you ask the man if you could join him. It's a dark night, and you have left yourself stranded. Thankfully, he seems sympathetic to your plight. What is mine is yours, fellow flay-touched. He pauses, though you may find I do not have much to offer. You eye his meager campsite. Fire and company will have to get you through the night, it seems, though you do spy a variety of small, strange trinkets. Some part of you suspects they are some fortune-telling in nature. What do you do with the remnants of the evening? Future? I don't need a fucking future. I have one. I don't need to be told. Ask him for nothing more than you already have. Help him learn his prey? No, don't be a bitch. Let's just ask for future, that's nice. One simply cannot carry around fortune-telling instruments and speak in obscurities without expecting to be quizzed. You ask the man plainly to tell you of your future and what may lay ahead. There was a moment where you were worried this request may offend the man in some way, or at the very least bore him. But if that's the case, he doesn't betray these feelings in countenance. He simply takes a set of bone-white objects sitting next to the fire and holds them in his fist for a moment before casting them into the flame. They crackle and hiss for a few seconds, sending up small wisps of grey smoke. Finally, he speaks. The fog surrounding your future bears a familiar stench. It would appear that your future is plagued with fae. It happens to the best of us, I suppose, but be sure to keep your wits about you. They are known to be masters of trickery, after all. His warning seems surprisingly light-hearted, but you will bear it in mind regardless. After gifting you this prediction, the man moves the conversation along. The two of you spend the rest of the night quietly chatting. By the time morning arrives, you feel rested and ready to make the trek back home. After a quick "thank you" to the man, you make your leave. One evening, you'll witness a strange occurrence as you approach your home. A pair of humans are huddled in a nearby bush, watching your house intently. Eyes locked on the strange abode, they don't notice your approach. It appears they are here to spy on you? Never tell a fae your real name, or you're bound to— What? Really? That doesn't seem good. Ugh. You in turn find a wooded spot nearby to sit and observe the pair. They don't appear to be armed, but carry large oblong packs and travel gear. How strange. After several minutes of observation, you consider what to do about the humans. Just walk up and greet them. Finally, deciding they don't pose a threat, you casually walk towards the hiding spot, calling out a friendly greeting as you approach. They turn to you, wide-eyed in amazement. "It really is here!" one yelps. "She really speaks!" the other chimes in excitedly. They look like academics, field researchers. Still confused, you inquire what it is exactly they want from you, which leaves them at a bit of a loss. To, see you, I suppose. We wanted to. The second researcher interrupts, to see the legendary mushroom creature of the witchy woods. The two explain to you that they seek out unexplainable events concerning unknown creatures and simply look into the matter. How curious. We really should be heading out, one says nervously. It is said the Witch of the Woods kills any humans who wander into the woods at night. You wave them away uncertainly, considering the creatures they spoke of, yet undiscovered, unique encounters. It's strangely fascinating. With the unusual experience still occupying your thoughts, you retire for the day. While making your way through town, you're stopped by a young man in a newsboy cap. He has a handful of papers, one of which he thrusts in your hand. Hello, ma'am. Have you heard? It's the Great Healer. Yeah, the Great Healer. Okay, let's get healed, I guess. I don't know if this bitch actually heals, but, picking pockets sounds good, but... What do we need to be healed by? I don't think we need to be healed. We have absolutely nothing to be healed by. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Let's pick pockets. You didn't expect a healer to have such a crowd. You must admit, you don't see reason to let this opportunity go by unrecognized. But they're here to see a healer, you may think. They do not need any more misfortune. Well, wouldn't it be discriminatory to not pick their pockets? Checkmate! That's so funny, the logic. I love it. I love it. Everyone is thoroughly distracted by the healer, so you make your move. The great healer No! No! Let me steal! Let me steal! Ah! Let me heal! No! Let me steal! Oh. Let me get... No! No! I'm not standing back. I'm not enjoying anything. I'm stealing from you bitches. Yes! Your fingers are nimble, and you're able to separate many small trinkets from those around you. Perhaps they can fetch a pretty penny from the market. You leave the building, deciding to cash in your prize before heading home. Your wallet is healed! Huzzah! Your wallet is healed! Amazing! Winter days are growing short. Yep. Here comes the smell of crisp rotting leaves, pungent but sweet. There is the playful kiss of winter's wind across your cheek, and the... Wait, what is that? Is that a baby hurling its bleatatives on a motorcycle? And is he wearing a leather jacket? He doesn't look like what you assumed Cupid would look like. Is his hair greased back? But it has to be him. You're Cupid. You cup your hands around your mouth and shout, "Hey, are you Cupid?" The heavyset baby gently lowers down to eye level, peering out over a tinted windshield and a pair of heavy shades. "Hey, yo, pretty mush babe, out the biz. Yeah, you are. I'm Cupid, one and only." Well, it solves that. Retrieving your handbell, you give it a slight ring. The sound reverberates through the trees, bouncing around until... Hey-ya! Yes, that was fast. Kalia, the scholar, stands beside you, enamored at the sight of the legendary Cupid. "Alright, cool cats," Cupid says. "What can I do for the two of yous? Need a little spark. Losing the passion, hey?" You're not entirely sure what he's getting at, but sure enough, it's making Kalia absolutely red. "What? Why? Nothing of the sort," Kalia stammers. "In fact, we were looking to assist you." "You are?" It's like a it's a fae. It's a fae. Cupid looks at the two of you with a raised eyebrow. You are? Well, rock and roll, baby! Let me go grab a sidecar and the two of you can help me with my quota. In a flash, Cupid's gone, but you're safe in your assumption that he'll be right back. Turning to Kalia, she has a pensive expression. What are we doing? We're helping him with what exactly? His job, presumably. Kalia cocks her head, an absent finger stroking her chin. Matchmaking, you know? Making humans get the warm and fuzzies for each other. The what? Warm and fuzzy? We're not setting them on warm and fuzzy? We're not setting them on fire, are we? Kalia flashes a smirk. Don't be so tense now. He's on his way back, see? A scrawly finger points to the sky. High in the sky, a free-wheeled beast of metal cruises by, far more bodacious than the single-seater Cupid was cruising on before. With a dip, it cuts low, pulling up beside you from behind. Alright, ladies, hop in. The chubby little greased baby says with a complimentary double finger gun. You grab one of the two seats in the sidecar, with Kalia popping in next to you. With her so close, it feels oddly warm. And maybe a little fuzzy. Oh, she has a crush. She has a crush. Alright, Cupid calls out as the vehicle lifts back up into the air. Name of the game is Matchmaker. The two of you are my spotters. We're gonna go round and spread the power of love in this cold, dreary place. First off, the village. After some time, you arrive above the village, just outside its walls. Nearby are long-abandoned castles sits atop a precipice. Inside the town's walls, the people appear tiny and unaware of your presence. Alright, Cupid says. Now here's the dealio. From the compartment, Cupid pulls out a box of chocolates. These here are our ammunition. Real groovy way to fall in love, you dig? He hands over the box to you. I'm not sure what your vibe is, Mushman, but you look to have the magic in your mojo. Do me a favor and add a little of your razzle-dazzle to the goods while I prep the rest. As Cupid begins to retrieve his bow and arrow halves, you look down at the heart-shaped chocolates, considering your options. Beside you, Kalia sits expectantly, an inquisitive brow raised at the possibilities. Yes! Yes, let's do our magic. Let's do our magic. Ooh. Sappy? Moody? We could just eat it? Why? I'm going along with the plan. You think to yourself for a bit, then look over at Kalia. The scholar is staring at you intently, waiting to see what you will do. Surprisingly, a bit shy, you lean down towards the box and whisper a few words. Ah, we saved, yes. Yes. Handing the box of chocolates back, Cupid looks over the contents. Oh my, so subtle and yet you can feel the love. Oh, these will work perfectly, thank you. Let's try them out, shall we? Alright, let's start with the... that one over there. Cupid inhales deliberately long through his nose. They smell unsatisfied. Unmoved. Unloved. They seek adventure, companionship, someone to share good times and bad with. Well, here you go. The two are my spotters, so let's go. Wait, what exactly does he mean by... On the village streets, the down-on-their luck Jesse Jenkins walks the carvies listlessly. Another day, another doldrum. The world never seems to progress for the old Yankees. Boss man's always angry, and the coin purse is always empty. Jesse passes by a clothier in town and stops for a spell to glance at the fabrics. They're beautiful. Maybe one day Jessie could don those lustrous garments, but not today. Jenkins turns around and proceeds to put one foot in front of the other. It's really the best thing they knew how to do, as they resume their trek back home. Fwing! An arrow embeds right into Jessie's shoulder. Jessie, stunned, stops and looks at it, chocolatey goodness oozing from the wound. Alright, got him. Now, spotters, now I need you to find me a good schmuck. Pronto. Another one? You turn to Kalia, expecting a confused glance in return. Instead, she hastily scrawls in her notes. Oh my goodness. Okay. Save. Did you shoot that person? Indeed I did, my portobello princess. Sometimes in the name of love, you just have to crack a few eggs. That doesn't seem like the proper use of the saying. Then again, they're the ones with a weapon, so you just chuckle and get to spotting. After being handed a pair of powerful lenses, you're able to make out some details of the passerbys below. There seems to be one person among several onlookers who is watching the poor assaulted person with great interest. There's another who glances over, shrugs, and then keeps going. Just another day, pal. Viclovia stands behind the glass of their shop, looking worried as they touch up their latest piece. And, of course, there's always the victim themselves. The trick only needs to involve 2 arrows. Turning back to Cupid, you give him your answer. Interested onlooker? Non-plus citizen? Clothia? We could hit the arrow on himself, so he loves himself? No, but the dude wants clothes. So he's only gonna be happy when he has clothes. And that's an expensive profession. Yep, there you go. Oh, hi! Hi! How was the gym? I hope it's okay. Aye. You sure? Cupid asks. Bah! You're the boss. Alright, here goes. The arrow flies through the air true, heading straight for the Clothia. As the arrow hits the window, separating her from her future love, it smushes like chocolate against glass. Go figure. Meanwhile, seeing the arrow whiz past their heads, Jenkins begins hysteric. They're shooting at me! No. I want this to be a success. I want this to be a success. No. Okay. I want to do it with himself. The poor sod themselves? Cupid asks. Bit sadistic, and yet, with precision, Cupid fires the arrow. The arrow flies true, embedding square in Jenkins' fly. Yes, we got a 10! We got a 10! Okay, let's save. And Jenkins stops for a moment to realize perhaps one doesn't always need another's love to attain happiness. Perhaps one can't rely on another to fill that hole, and to do so would be cruel. One must learn to love themselves before they thrust that burden on another. And Jenkins thinks maybe it's time to learn to love oneself. They walk off down the cobbles contemplating. Heh! That looks great! Cupid looks over with a wide smile. You're a good spotter. Well, let's keep on going. Can't stick around too long in one place, you know. Without delay, Cupid's ride takes off west. Traveling west, the day is growing long in the tooth. You look over at Kalia, who has just put the pen down momentarily to study you. When she realizes you caught her staring, she looks away, bright red. The ride is comfortable, despite the frigid breeze, and you feel warm in the snug sidecar. Cupid keeps talking about which and whatever, and it's hard to focus on him. If only because he never shuts up. Oh, rough with a heat wave there? Oh, sorry to hear that. Oh, I think I smell someone way over there in the field. Do you see them? You have no idea what he's talking about. Where is there a fit? Whoa! And off you go. Glancing back over, Kalia's notes are becoming comprehensive. It's a shame you can't make heads or tails of it. A lot of stuff there though. Yep. Curious? Kalia asks. It's pretty dense scientific jargon. You decide it's best not to pry. Her intelligence can't help but spark something. Even if you couldn't understand it, maybe listening to her prattle on would be nice. Here we are, Cupid says, positioning himself above the main highway. See those folks down there? Throwing the lenses, you do in fact see a group of people huddled around a freshly built campfire. Alright, and a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and there goes the arrow. Here we go. Down below, around a modest fire, sits a dear group of friends, and a suave, fashionable Alex the Dude Bro Handsome is just one among them. Unfortunately for her, she's Cupid's lucky chosen. Oh, it's disabled right now, the shot. You're still gaining points, but it's disabled right now. Because I still need to set stuff up for this model. The arrow sits square in the dude's chest, and when she looks down to inspect the damage, all she can muster is, bummer, dude. Meanwhile, in the rest of the circle, well, Cupid says, you're up, Sparta. Who's the lucky one? Honestly, there's only a handful of folks down there. There's someone who is sitting especially close and seems more attentive and proactive than the rest. But they're all trying their hardest, it seems. There's also, well, the fire. The fire? Oh boy. Decisions. Go nuts, shoot them all. I like your thinking, alright. With, disturbing speed, Cupid lets loose a torrent of arrows, raining down his lovely chocolates on the poor group. It would be beautiful to see if it wasn't so frightening. And there comes a brief silence, before the group realizes something important. They were all hit by arrows. They saw it happen, and the group finds an honesty in each other's eyes. A friendship ready to lay it all on the line to help each other. A friendship greater than any other. Bye Black Crab, bye. Hiya. I hope you have a good sleep. Yeah. But love nonetheless. Well, we're all on a roll. Let's go, Cupid exclaims. You're born natural at this. Absolutely groovy, baby. Well, we should get going. There's one more stop in the night. Cupid gets the ride going and begins once more heading west. At this point, the day has sloughed off to evening. Looking over at Kalia, there's a distinguished tiredness to her eyes. She's been working all day, and a great smile has shown itself on her face. It's rather beautiful. This time she catches you, and when you look away, she is almost certain your mushy cheeks have grown red. The air is getting colder with nightfall, only getting worse as you pass through a snowy patch of forest. Though, even with the cold, you've never felt warmer next to her. Here we are, Cupid says at length. You awake with a start, never realizing you had fallen asleep to begin with. As it turns out, Kalia awakes in similar manner, and you find yourselves having leaned against each other. It's almost a shame to wake up. Last one's down there, a tired old sort, long removed from society. Does he even remember the warmth of love? You grab the lenses, curious, and look out towards Cupid directs. It's difficult in the dark, but you locate them at length. It's an elderly man, sitting on a stump. All the love in his life has been snuffed out long ago. The poor soul has no direction left with which to steer his heart. You feel a pang of pity for a second, before BING! You look back. The man is crumpled over, grasping his back and shoulder. He seems to be groaning on the forest floor. Old Man Crumbbeard lays on the forest floor, groaning intermittently. Oh, I knew they'd find me, he wheezed. You couldn't take me in the war, but you found me. What a sad, lonely man. Cupid looks almost indignant. He really needs some companionship, you know? Though, if you could smell the history on him, you'd wonder if people like him deserved happiness at all. Still, I'm not judge, just executioner. So, Spada, what's the verdict? You glance over the surrounding area, but there isn't much there. A wolf is wandering around nearby, dangerously close. A rat is making a feast of Old Man Crumbbeard's food while he's distracted. And well, there's Crumbbeard himself, you suppose. So, Cupid asks, shoot the wolf. Shoot the wolf. The rat. A tree! If you were teleported right now to AD 15, how would you? I'd die instantly. I'd be dead. I'd transport and instantly be spawn killed. What about you? What about you? You know what? Shoot that sensual looking tree over there. Cupid flashes you a patronizing look. The tree? You reassure him that yes, very much a tree. Maybe I should have picked a better spotter.
Boys are out
Cupid.
tonight.
Oh, thanks for your pointer. Cupid grumbles before flawlessly sending an arrow to the selected tree. Oh, is that a... Yes, we got a 10! We got a 10! The arrow sits square in the knot of the tree. Remarkably, Crumbbeard is on his feet in record time. It seems as though a sudden clarity is dawning on him. There's no need for a love of any individual or commodity. The land is all around him, and it always has been, and it always will. If he can't love the land, then what in life is there worth loving at all? Taking this revelation in stride, Crumbbeard walks off into the forest to discover all the beauty she has to give. Well, he seems happy. Good job. Well, I should get yous home. It's gotten quite late, it seems. Oh, hey, thanks for all the help, by the way. You're a born natural at this. After some time, Cupid brings you back to your house. Both you and Kalia climb out of a sidecar and stretch your legs. Well, Cupid says, that truly was a night to remember. I should have you out on more rides. Cupid hops out of his seat, waddling over. Now don't you go without giving old Cupid a hug. We in the biz, we have to stick together. You go very reluctantly to give the Fae a hug. But to your relief, he's... Wait, he's gone? Hey, oh, what's the big deal? Focusing, you realize Cupid is stuck in a jar, held firmly in Kalia's hands. Come on, you nerdy note taker, let me out. Oh, Cupid, Kalia cures. Are you really so foolish that you didn't recognize me? In an errant patch of moonlight, Kalia's skin begins to glitter and shine like wet opals. Ah, what? You're one of them weird aristocratic motherfucker. Kalia shakes the jar hard, disorientating Cupid into silence. That's right. My aristocratic kin asked me to deal with a long-standing fawn in the garden. She holds the jar up, staring in the glass at the shrunken, trapped Cupid. Stuffing the jar in her bag, you can occasionally hear muffled cries for help from within. Sorry, Kalia says, turning to you. I haven't been fully honest, and I've gotten you wrapped up in interfairy politics. I'm Fae, you see, just like Cupid, but from a, let's say, rival family. Though most Fae have been calling for that little gremlin silencing for a while now. But don't feel bad. It's not like him being trapped and sealed away will stop folks from finding love. They'll just be finding less arrows where they'd rather not want them to be. Anyway, I should reintroduce myself. Kalia takes your hand in hers, giving a gentle bow. I am Riniel, scholar and undercover field agent for the great family of, well... She catches herself, hand in mouth. A girl can't give up all her secrets on the first date now, can she? Kalia, or should you say Riniel, leans down and gives you a peck on the cheek. was a date. Ooh, yay! We're dating. We're dating. Oh my god. We got a date, guys. That was a date. What can I say? Renewal slings her pack onto her shoulder, eliciting a small grunt from within. There's something in the air. As she walks away, her hand jumps into the air and she waves goodbye. Until next time. You smile, watching her depart. At length, you take one last look at the sky before heading to bed. It really was a match made in the heavens. Ending matchmaker. Yay! Yay! What? She's not a hussy. She's not a hussy. She gave us a smoosh. We like a smoosh. Ending matchmaker. Holy shit. That was a long one. That was a long one. Woo! That run was good. That was a good run. Okay. We got more music. Yep. We got new color, Rosie. I will admit, the top right is pink, but the bottom left is red. Spores, Amanita, matchmaker. Oh, she's so cute. Parrot wax cap. Plus 644. Let's go. Let's go. Wow. Oh, that's good. She was hella good. She was hella good. Look at her. She's so cute. I love her. Oh, it's the garden that grew a bit more. Okay. What the fuck is that? Get out of here. You're weed. Get out of here, weed. Oh, how's my garden? Wait. Get the fuck out of here. I'm going to Gnome Depot. Give me that. Get me out. Get out of me. Get out of me. Oi, shoo. 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 Bitch. Okay, I'm planting. I'm planting. I'm guarding the— oh! For the gnome! From the thing before. It's beautiful. I'll put it here. What does it do? Oh, put it here. Beautiful. Oh, and we have spores. Weird spores. Okay. Love spores. We got love spores from that. Okay. Alright. Alright. I don't know what this does, but seems good. Gnome Depot! It's Gnome Depot! We got the gnome here! We got the fucking gnome! Ah, hi! Hi! Ah. Okay. Can we chat more? No. Upgrade your fucking wares, you fucking whore. Okay, Okay. Do we want to sell the cursed mushroom? I might want to pop it back in. I don't know. That's too much choice. Summon. I think summon, yes. What is this, 12? What the heck is a gnome depot? They're so right now. They're so free. Oh, new color scheme. Frosty. Nice. One more. What is this? Music. Danza del Fungo. Woo! Hey, you finally found out what came and badges. YouTube is giving you XP based on how much money you spend on the streamer and how much you chat. Oh. Okay. Oh. I see. Oh, thanks for explaining. Okay, we did that. I like that we get to collect the color schemes. It makes me very happy. Okay. We had a nice long session today, guys. I hope you get some good sleep when you go off to sleep. I'll try and work more on getting things to work. I'll think about it with my brain. I'm a bit squishy. I'm a bit squishy. Yeah. Thank you. Watch your next few messages. Give me the feedback. 2. It shows 2. Oh, how fancy. How fancy. Well, you know. The more you know. Oh, hey, no problem. You have a good night. Good night. Good night. I hope you have a good sleep. I will think about sleep. But I might paint. I might cook dinner for tomorrow. Cause I'm lazy. I don't like cooking. But cooking at night, you know, that hits different. That hits different. Good night, 21. Good night. Please fix your sleep schedule. Or don't. So then you can watch my streams. Bye. Bye. Good night, guys. Good night. Good night. You too. You too. Bye.